minecarts. You can't put TNT minecarts into a boat and then leave.
This new plugin is going to take some time to get used to. Nevertheless, no stirring screen today. We just hanging
So the
out.
best option is to get a creeper into a boat, feed the boat, and drop it from the happy gas. But this option sucks because the creepers are stuck in the
The
boat,
only
meaning
two...
they can't move around, and the only way
Penguin is
they'll
going to
detonate
be
is
a
if the
bit
meeting
late,
erupts.
but
Also, no, you can't
like what I
ignite a
said
creeper
to
from the
him,
happy gas.
at least I think I said this to him, I'm not 100% sure, but... And I've lost count on how many times I've said this, but coming in late is better than not coming in at all.
And tell your friend you're flying by and dropping
Yeah,
off
it's
a
true.
package for them. Fly the creeper over to their base. Then hit the creeper with invisibility and use shears to cut a lead. When the player sees the package, they hopefully won't notice the
I don't know
particles.
how I am sweating when my fan is all the way up. Like, I don't know if the AC is having some issues, which would be concerning given the fact that Florida's heat is brutal as hell.
Oh yeah, the Florida summer heat, especially this year, is like I'm surprised the grass ain't dying. Let me tell you.
Yeah, like, how is the grass not sweating?
No, I mean like why is the grass not shriveled and brown?
And it never snows in Florida, but I did appreciate the fact that it went to 30 degrees from the beginning of the year. Like, it was a good weather to wear jackets at. Like, I
Oh yeah,
enjoyed the
I
cold
love.
weather, bro.
Yeah, when it's cool, it's refreshing, especially when you're all snuggled up and all that. It's great. It's great.
Yep. Stario,
Like with the
we can
heat,
hear what's
there's just
going
more
on your
struggle.
phone if you're watching on your phone.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. I heard
Yes, we
background noise
can.
coming from your mic.
No, you can't.
We all hear it. It's
Yeah,
2v1
even the
today.
fucking chat heard you.
No, you can't.
Bro,
Chat,
even...
rat him out. Rat him out, chat.
Yeah,
Rat him out.
yeah. If you're watching this on this... If you're
You don't hear.
watching the stream or if you're watching the VOD, call this man out. If you're watching the VOD,
No, you
call him
can't.
out in the comments. It'd be
You
funny.
can't hear me.
We know where you live.
I invite you
Yeah.
to come to where I live.
You... Both of you know where I live, so...
Yeah.
I know where you fucking sleep.
Well, here's the
I've
thing.
been to where you
I sleep with my door locked and a knife under my pillow.
Ooh, so scary. So
I sleep
scary.
with an anime
What are you,
sword that's
British?
real.
The fuck? Are you calling me a British motherfucker?
I'm calling you a British because you ain't got no powder for your musket.
Bro,
All you live you.
I have an airsoft Winchester.
Airsoft.
You have 3 machetes.
There are actual swords around the house I could defend myself with if I absolutely need
Gun.
You have rusty,
Hang on.
and I mean rusty machetes. Like the stuff that get you like the stuff that where it cuts you get the massive tetanus.
Guess what I hid behind my back?
Blade.
What?
A blade.
No. Stormio, take a guess if you were paying attention.
What?
A knife under your pillow.
Take a guess
Take a guess at what?
on what I was hiding behind my back.
You did say that you were thirsty when you went to go off, so you're probably hiding either some gamer subs or rogue energy.
I don't have any of those. Not right now.
Damn, that's kind of fucking cringe.
Bro.
It was something that was on your bed.
Nope. And I will say this much, it is an energy drink, but it's not just a energy drink. And no, it's not sponsored.
Monster.
And not just Monster, Java Monster, which is a mixture of a coffee and an energy drink.
Dang. You said fuck Bedrock.
Yeah, I said fuck Bedrock. Java is more fun. I saw where you went with the joke. There's no Bedrock Monster.
Hey, imagine being like a black coffee version of that, and it just literally be called Bedrock Monster.
Hello.
Hello there. Yeah, you want to know what's
Journal
crazy
Kenobi.
right now? Almost all of the podcasters, almost all the hosts of the All Things Nerdy podcast, except for David, is in this campaign, and Stormio. And I honestly do want to get Stormio into the podcast at some point.
For a second, I thought you were going to say all the O's.
What?
All the O's. I don't know what that means.
No, I know. I literally thought you were about to say we're talking about hosts. I thought you were but we're about to
Yeah,
say
I said
host.
host.
Yeah, but it was sounding like you were about to say host.
Oh,
We're the
no, we're not inviting those onto the show. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Chat wishes though.
Yeah, one of the content creators that I'm friends with, who is a VTuber, from when I mentioned the idea that I do want to try to get more guest appearances for the podcast, my friend Collared Allie was like, tag me in, coach, and she was formerly known as Allie Nightshade, just to give some clarification.
Nice.
Yeah, she did her rebranding last night.
Oh, nice.
And of course, like, I'm not gonna tell this embarrassing story on stream. I'm gonna save it for the podcast. Nevertheless, Tyler, you are safe, given the fact that you were not here last time, but you're still cringe for playing Fortnite over Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm sorry.
The season literally
always-
started like that day, or like earlier, like in the week, and you're just like, I'm gonna grind this. You have until August.
Bro, like, you have 2 months. Like, you could have just waited until August to grind.
Already finished the grind. I'm just waiting now for more grind.
So that
Yes,
you can make
I
yourself
have-
an
I have a
excuse to
problem.
be cringe.
No, I just have a problem.
I'm not gonna lie, the Blitz Royale is actually really fun.
Alright.
Yeah, that's my problem. I have a
B,
100
heads or
crown
tails?
victory.
Tails.
Alright, Stormio is heads, and whichever... And if it does not land on your side of the coin, you have to do the recap.
I
Flip
can't
a
do the
coin.
recap. I don't take notes.
B,
Yes.
you have to do the recap. It landed on heads.
I'm always the one that does the recap because nobody else here
Fucking
takes notes.
legendary. Somebody clip that.
His face.
Nobody else takes notes. I blame them.
Nah, dude. Every D&D party has the dedicated note taker. You are that. Is my mic loud? I can't tell if it's loud.
Your mic is kind of breaking
stuffed.
out.
Why
Freaking
did
out.
somebody tell me this? Oh, that's why my input volume's at 100. Let me dump that down to 47.
That would probably help a little bit.
Yep.
Is that
And
better?
also,
Is that
you
better? Hello?
cannot...
Yeah, it helps. Just
B
now
and
I can't hear
Tyler
you.
is on
You're at
PNG
max
Teacher
volume on
mode.
my end.
Well, Fujitech mode for the time being, given the fact that Penguin is not
Oh.
here yet, and he did say he was going to be a bit late. And I've lost count on how many times I've said this, but coming in late for what's planned is better than not coming in at all. And also, B, Fuck you for beating me in Gwent.
What happened?
I am the king. So, Crazy challenged me to a game of Gwent to see who was the. I mean, to see if we could force a tiebreaker round to see who would become the trading card game champion of the buddies, and I beat him. I am the king now.
Which, speaking of,
You are the
this
captain
month
now.
has been going by fast, and the 3rd anniversary
Mhm.
is coming a lot closer than we thought.
This whole year has been going by fast. I swear it was literally just January, and then boom, it's almost July.
Yeah, today has been a long day for me before this D&D session, which is a
Same
downside
for
for my
me.
day. Alright, B, what's
had
the
to deal with
recap?
Hold on, I'm sorry. I just saw this little this Instagram post my friend sent me. I have to send it to you guys. It's funny as hell.
Yeah,
Okay, let's go,
you know where the
Gigglesworth.
closest McDonald's is? Josh Dub.
Oh, I love Josh Dub. He's my favorite of the boys.
Oh, bro.
Juicy's my favorite. That or narrator.
Mine is Eddie.
Autistic.
Veronica.
Like, but Josh Dub just gives us the chill vibes while at the same time being funny as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can confidently say that Juicy's the funniest member of the boys, but I don't know who would be the funniest member
I thought
of
it
the
would be
buddies.
funny. No, I thought the
No
funniest
idea.
one was narrator.
Narrator is great.
Yeah, like the moment where they were all Spider-Man, and he was talking about Mary Jane getting dicked down by the Green Goblin.
I don't think we can talk about that on stream, bro.
Too late.
It's too late for that now. It's there.
Put it off the line.
Anyways, I get to flaunt off my new Persona shirt.
Nice.
Okay, let's be honest. Josh Dub would be Superman, and Molly would be Batman if the Australian members were to be DC heroes.
No. He would be Batman.
I mean, let's be fair. Molly did dress up as Batman for a YouTube video.
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Bro,
Question: was his belly poking out like a person that goes in an underground basement with his mom?
okay, B, when
Right.
we're ready,
Anyways,
take your time.
as soon as you guys are ready for the recap, I can give it to you guys.
I'm all ears.
Alrighty then, my friends, let's get this recap going. It's time to begin the session. Let me just... That's not what I want. That's what I want. Okay, cool. So, without further ado, the recap begins. So we start off from the start of the last session, inside of our new guild building. Cadnos is currently helping picking the furniture for the guild, as Nia looks on the quest board. Then looks on the quest board for any quest, but only finds the quest to search and hold the collapsing building. Nia then tries to convince Ock not to take that job. The group then wonders where Merlin went. Nia then points across the hall, and Merlin's just standing there. Hi, friends. Like one of those kind of things. Merlin then shouts to his teammates, saying that he was in the library for a bit and was wondering what they were doing. As soon as he notices the notice board has been put up, he runs over, very excitedly. He then finds that there is a second quest on the board for investigating the old Dawnflower Mansion that they investigated over a month ago. The group agrees to go do that mission. Grom then shows up and decides to join them on this quest. The group then heads out and sees vines growing off the exterior walls. This place has been abandoned for over a month, so that makes sense. They then find Andrew Dawnflower's original body, now a rotting skeleton. Ock suppresses the dead body smell, and Merlin uses his druidcraft magic to make the area directly around it smell like flowers. How pretty. Ock then remembers his lightning copus was used to kill Andrew. He can't seem to find it. Grom then thinks that the spirits could have hidden the copus. Nia also thinks that there were leftover bandits from Andrew's time in charge. Ock then argues about what type of ghost it is. Nia and Grom get upset with him, and Merlin wants to take Ock to the library to find some clues about ghosts here. Inside, they see the library is completely burned down and find a drawing of a ghost. Ock then sees a crack in the floor and starts poking at it. Merlin entertains him and shifts into wolf form and digs at that same spot. The floor then gives way, and Merlin falls 8 feet, and Ock jumps down and right into a spider's web. As a very large spider emerges from the darkness. Mokari refuses to go into the hole and fight the spider and backs into a gelatinous cube. Grom then shoots towards the spider from a different part of the shadows, but misses and hits the web Ock got stuck in. The spider then lunges towards Merlin and dodges it. Donut tries to web the spider and misses, puts more webbing on Ock by accident. How unfortunate. Mokari then uses Shatter on the cube, which breaks him free from it, but in the process his clothing and his loot were damaged by the cube's acidic properties. Merlin tries to jump and slash at the spider, but he gets his foot caught in a web. Grom then shoots the spider in the face and it dies. Mokari then throws a dagger into the cube and uses heat metal, which kills the cube, once and for all. Afterwards, all of them head out of the basement and see a bunch of floating candlelights. Merlin uses control fire on them to put them out. The ghosts then toss them across the room because, what the hell, man. The group then heads deeper in and sees dozens of bodies, from skeletons to rotting corpses to a couple of more fresh bodies that have just recently passed on. Grom then makes a remark about Merlin being a bottom. Kind of a dick move. As a joke, obviously, but still. The leader then drags him slightly away from the group and asks him how he got that information. Grom says he just made up to fuck with him. Another conversation about Merlin and Ella is brought up, to Merlin's embarrassment. He then starts walking away. After getting about 30 feet away from the group, he yells at them for standing there talking when they should keep looking for the ghosts. After a while, they heard a very ominous, ghostly scream coming from further in. Some of the group run ahead, leaving Merlin and Mokari behind, but the floor breaks under them and they fall into a spider web, and another giant spider emerges from the darkness. Mokari then hops down and tries to rodeo ride it but falls off. Merlin, still above the spider, uses Thunder Wave safely, but it's not very effective. Afterwards, a green light guides the party further in. After a while, Grom talks about who will lead the guild if he were to fall in combat. This rubs the whole party the wrong way, trying to reassure him that he will not die on their watch like Daika or Ella. And the session ends as the group reaches a safe room within the depths of the Dawnflower Castle ruins.
Certified banger right here. And of course, there was like a emotional argument that happened, and what Grom did say on what made the argument powerful was that he didn't want to see anybody in the new guild go down the route of live long enough to see yourself become the villain, because he more so wants to see you guys become successful heroes than anything else. And then Mokari is like, you're a great leader, please do not sacrifice yourself. And Grom is like, depending on the situation, I will make no promises. And of course, Uck steps outside given the fact that Penguin Lord is AFK, given the fact he's going to be a bit late, we can say that he is escorting Nia to the outside of the mansion just to be safe. And as for the rest of you, exempting for Cadnos, you guys continue the mission to investigate the haunted mansion, and then Cadnos just checks up on you guys, seeing how the mission is going. And he does let Grom know that the rest of the furnishing for the first 2 floors, including the basement level, so technically 3, is finished. So dialogue-wise, Grom would be thinking to himself, what are some rooms that we can think of on where we have not investigated yet?
Question.
I'll be back.
How's the finishing for the new guild base going so far?
It's just going well. I think we found some good furniture and great decorations that will really spruce up the place.
I like the sound of that. Anyways, if you're here to pretty much help us out throughout the rest of the quest, then you're just in time for part 2 of what we're gonna be doing to investigate the rest of the Dawnflower Mansion. Speaking of Andrew, I wonder what he's doing behind the scenes while we try to search for answers on what he's been doing.
Still probably up to no good, but that's just me.
I understand. Something tells me that you're paranoid.
Me, paranoid. I'm terrified. I killed him, and now he's back. For all I know, he could be plotting something behind the scenes to kill me.
Yeah, so first roll of the night, that is a insight check for Grom. So that's an 18. So he can tell just by the way that your voice is shaking and by the expression on your face that you are feeling paranoid. I don't want to be that guy, but you seem paranoid. Is everything alright? Uh-oh.
Stormia's connection's going bare.
Oh no.
That's bad.
Stormio! No!
Is everything alright? Did Stormio disconnect?
No.
No, not them disconnecting. No.
Our connection would yeet out the window.
Welcome back.
He's back. Yay!
I think my Discord
Yeah.
crashed.
I think it did, because you just disappeared, reappeared, disappeared again.
Yeah, that was me trying to reset it. I left the call, joined the call. Everything was still black and I couldn't hear anything. So I left the call, exited out of Discord, restarted Discord, hopped back in the call, and now we're here. Woo! That was a process.
Nice.
Yep, so
Process these nuts.
pretty much what happened was that Merlin was feeling paranoid and Grom was able to spot it, and he checks up on him to make sure that he's all good.
Am I supposed to roll? I don't understand.
No, I don't think you're supposed to roll.
I'm actually lost.
Am I the only one, or does it feel, or is Merlin paranoid? And then a few seconds after Grom starts thinking, there's blood that splatters on the outside of the window of the resting room.
Well, that's an ominous sign.
Hang on. Well, I'm gonna do investigation for this.
I was just like, let me see what I could do. Looks at the wrong character sheet.
Yeah, I almost looked at the wrong character sheet by accident, and that's a 16 on the dice. So he just checks to see if the rest of the window is perfectly good, and then after he checks, he opens it up and then just pokes his head outside and then sees that the blood came from one of the bandits that Andrew just killed. He is killing his own men back from when he was a crime boss as a way of redemption.
So we follow this here.
Can I roll insight or investigation or?
It would be
Or is that
perception if you're just looking, but yes.
Perception. All right, I'll roll perception then.
Yeah, so when it comes to rolls,
Damn.
that is not a good roll. That's an 8. So your sight starts to feel a bit foggy as you try to look at what's going on for yourself.
Well, I screwed myself.
Pretty much.
Fine. Dang. Is there a way for me to roll medicine or?
I hydrate for 5 seconds, and one of these fuckers have already taken damage.
Nobody took damage.
Okay.
That was from last session, and we never got healed.
I thought we took a long rest. At least that's what Crazy told me, right?
Did we take a long rest when we got to the restroom? I mean, not the restroom, the break room.
I'm pretty sure you did, so I'm gonna get your guys'
Oh,
hit
whoops!
points.
I guess I never did. I never took the long rest. Whoopsie.
Damn.
Well, I was gonna roll medicine for my sight back. That's what I was saying.
I
They're outside,
I guess I missed the part.
and it would be at a level to where if you try to climb out, you're going to fall from a 3-story side of the building. So I would say don't do that unless if you want to hurt yourself in the game.
Medicine?
What is B doing?
Showing off something? I don't know.
I saw he grabbed his sword. I don't know what he's doing with it.
Is he fixing his ceiling?
So pretty much,
He's pulling his car out!
what was it? What was that?
He said he's
He's
pulling
pulling
his
his
cock
cock
out.
out!
I
So,
may or may not have during my demonstration
this
accidentally hit
roll
the
is
ceiling.
This roll's gonna be for perception, and I got 4 nat 20s in one session last time, which is crazy.
Oh, in the middle of my demonstration, I didn't hear anything. So what did I miss? No way! No way!
As I said something about it, so Grom
No
pokes
way!
his head out again, and he starts to think to himself, how did the blood get on the window? And he starts theorizing, maybe he was put on the roof. maybe somebody had some sort of ability to hold him up in the air, and then Andrew, with his insane jumping abilities, slit the throat of that bandit, and then their bodies collapsed on the walkway. That's the safest prediction I can make.
Can I roll insight or no?
What are you rolling insight for?
Or should it be investigation now I think about it?
I'm gonna roll investigation to try to figure out my own way of seeing if I could figure out how the blood got splattered on the window.
Yeah, that's what I think. I was gonna roll investigation.
It would be insight if you're... Wait, no.
Inside, okay.
So, let me...
Would it be no, it would be investigation.
And I also do
Alright,
agree with Stormio that it makes no sense that intimidation is charisma based.
Yeah, I know. You're convincing them, like, hey, I'm scary. That's essentially
I'm a big, strong man. How you doing, buddy?
It should be strength based, in my opinion, because you're
It
literally
really should be strength based.
But nah, apparently because I have a high charisma, I have +3 intimidation.
Yeah, I have -1 charisma, so I have -1 intimidation.
I got +4 intimidation and +6 investigation.
Yeah, all my stuff is like my
Yeah,
intelligence.
But my highest I got is a +9 in history.
Yeah, my highest is a +7 in nature.
And in Arcana too. I have a 9 in Arcana too.
so
7.
To make things easier, I would say the rest of you should roll a intelligence check, and then based on what you get, I'll let you guys make a theory on what you think might have happened and how the blood got on the window.
So investigation.
Nope, just intelligence.
Intelligence. That is just an intelligence check.
Yes. Kanos got
Alright, that's a 17.
Yeah, I got 11.
So
I got a 17.
Alright, so without Kanos rolled first, let's hear what his theory is, and then let's hear Merlin's.
Alright. I think that there's blood on the window because he slammed him towards the window while he was slamming him, he stabbed his gut at the same time while shoving him towards the window, and it went through his stomach, through his back, and that's why there's blood stains on the behind there, because he got through there, and that's why it killed his own men. I don't know, just
We didn't
he
hear
got stabbed
any
through
banging, so I don't think that's correct. Merlin, what's your honest thoughts on what you think could have happened?
Just make sure, before I explain my theory, I just want to make sure we did not hear any noises coming from outside when the blood splatter happened, correct?
Yes.
Oh,
cool. So here's what I think happened. We all know how Andrew has a big ass sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
I bet he did one of those motions. Either that or he carried his former guards up to the 3rd floor window, just out of sight, slit their throats, and then very carefully brought them back down. How, I don't know, but it's one of those two scenarios.
Oh, I think I have a better theory.
By all means,
Roll
please
a
explain.
persuasion. And also to Yumi, thank you for the follow on Twitch.
Woo! So the
Yes, sir. Let me.
Hey, we
So
almost at 50.
I roll
Let's go.
persuasion then.
What'd you say?
To
What did
give
you
me
say,
another
Stormio?
point.
We're almost at 50 followers, baby. Let's go.
Oh, yeah,
Let's
you're
go!
right. Well, this channel's
48.
almost at 50 followers, and the server, the Discord server for the buddies, it is 4 members away from 100.
It is criminal.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, here's what doesn't make sense in my mind. How come we have more followers? How come we have less followers than we have members in the buddy server? Get on that now.
Do it!
Yep,
Do it!
I see your point.
Fix that change! Fix it! Fix
Who's
the
not
change!
followed? Who's not followed?
Follow!
Do it. Turn to the dark.
You're missing out!
Do it.
And also, you guys missed... And also, I missed the monthly community nights that we did, but it's been a few months since it's been done. It's a pain in the ass to host community nights with under 100 members.
Mm-hmm.
Which I do want to bring it back.
Thankfully, we'll probably have the chance here soon.
Yep. And we could also open moderator applications for the multi-stream chats. Okay. So...
I roll persuasion to convince you all that I have a bare theory that might explain everything.
Go for it.
Yep, I'm rolling.
My hands are up.
I rolled an 8 and I had +1 in persuasion, so I got 9.
Oh,
That's not going to work.
I'm not gonna believe it.
Dang, I was so close.
Okay, so...
Dang, if only my
Based
persuasion
on-
wasn't on what.
Based on the theories that you guys gave, Grom does think that Merlin's theory does make the most sense.
Oh, that's good.
Yep.
I was gonna change my
so
theory too.
Instead, I feel like that we're not gonna get enough done if we continue to stay in this room and theorize on what happened, so I say we should investigate the rest of the mansion and hopefully look for the entity that is haunting this place. And you want to know what
I
else
agree.
is criminal when it comes to the Buddies channels?
Yeah.
We've been around for 3 years. How come one of the channels doesn't have over 100 subscribers?
That's what baffles me. I am 3/4 of the way to 100, and it has not moved from 77 in like
3 years?
3 months.
Yeah, bro hit you with the 3 years.
Bro.
Bro hit you with the 3 years.
The 3
I'm
years.
calling him out on it because he hasn't had enough time to, like, fully take content creation seriously from when he started.
I've been busy. I haven't been able to record anything lately.
And also,
Lately,
where's Tengu the Twilight Chapter 5?
I'm still working on it. I basically had to scrap the entire chapter and rewrite it. Just to make it, like... So I'm not copying a character from a different source material. Unintentionally.
Lately,
I call it
I've been-
inspiration.
I've been streaming
Inspiration.
twice a week.
Yet the physical characteristics and personality are the exact same.
Alright, so...
Copyright, get them, boys. Get them, boys. Copyright, get them.
Alright, so as Grom steps out of the room, he does go back to... He does see that the rest of the dungeon is also... That the dungeon part that is connected to the manor is also having some uneasy atmosphere stuff going on. And then he's like, I wonder what's going on here. Because I think we've pretty much investigated pretty much everything else on the manor part, but we never checked out this dungeon yet.
If I had to guess, I'd say the dungeon is probably where the spirit lies. So if we are going to go in there, I say we prepare ourselves mentally. We don't know what's going to be down there.
Wait a minute, Merlin, Makari, Ari, have you two ever explored this dungeon before?
Yes, we have.
Roll a history check to see if you can actually recall.
Fail me now, rolls. Where is history? There it is. That's a 12.
So you do recall that you've been into the dungeon, but you don't exactly remember some of the details on what happened.
Yeah. I'd be like, yeah, I've been in there. I don't remember the specifics, but I've been there.
Kanos has never gone, and I know Kanos hasn't gone, at least I don't think so, but as for me, I had no idea that there was a dungeon connected to this manor.
Yeah, we didn't know that I was connected to the manor either until we accidentally stumbled upon the manor.
Wait. I want to roll
Manor?
deception.
I barely knew her.
What do you
My
mean you
God.
barely knew her? Who are you talking
I'm
about?
gonna kill you!
Blasphemy! Blasphemy!
How dare you hit me with one of those?
Anyway,
barely
I
knew
want.
her. Fuck
Can I
you.
roll deception?
Makari fucking snickers in the back.
If you're trying to lie about going to the dungeon...
Oh no. I mean, like, wait, doesn't deception also reveal like illusions and stuff, or no?
You're thinking of the wrong role. You're thinking of history.
No, I mean like illusions, like like a spirit might be making us think there's a dungeon down there, kind of thing.
No, the dungeon was
Real?
built to be a part of the manor.
Because haunting. I mean, who knows? Maybe a spirit can conjure up an entrance to a dungeon built part way, and it'd just be like, oh yeah, the dungeon, yeah, it never existed. What dungeon? It was just a manor.
And all deception does is that you're basically lying.
Oh, okay.
And insight
I thought it was like
and
to
what
reveal.
insight
I thought it
does
was
is that you can tell if somebody is lying or not.
Yeah, insight allows you to discern a person's moods and intentions.
They should have made it to where you can find deception, not use insight.
I think what you're trying to look for is an Arcana check, which allows you to recall lore about spells, magic items, and the planes of existence.
Yeah. Yeah, and
so Arcana.
if you think
Okay.
about it, you could also use like any magical... Because of the fact that I wanted to do this for Ella from when she was alive at the time, you could also use magical abilities without being in combat.
All right. So roll Arcana,
Yes,
I guess.
that would make the most sense
All right.
given what you're wanting to roll for.
All right. I got a
Damn,
6.
you got a 26.
Oh,
Yeah,
dang!
I rolled a 17. I have plus 9 in Arcana, so I have 20.
Damn! Holy crap! Our sorcerer's coming in
having
clutch.
intelligence would be good for your class.
Oh my god!
That's why I choose my attributes with a lot of brain power.
Our
Smart.
sorcerer coming in clutch. Let's go.
Yep, so what's going on with your Arcana check is that based on what's going on, you're pretty much, with your magical senses, sensing that there is a variety of different ghost types, but you are pretty certain that there is a demon that is somewhere in the dungeon that is causing the haunting of the Dawnflower Mansion. Which is why no one ever dared to touch the body of Andrew Dawnflower.
So, what'd you find?
I took a clutch.
Why were you so silent?
Sorry, I had like marks on my blue light glasses. I had to clean it off.
You're all good, bro. So, after you guys hear, so around the area where Merlin and Makari went to the boat area, you hear a scream that is neither a human or a demon, but it does send chills down your spine with how you don't know what it is.
It sounds pretty spiritual.
Can I scream back?
Would I be able to decipher what kind of creature was making that scream?
It's like, fuck you! What's your name? Ezekiel! Fuck you, Ezekiel! What's your name? Makari! Fuck you, Makari!
I love that.
You would be
Anyways,
in
can
a
I
position if you do that, so I would say that is a no.
can I roll a insights or an arcana check to try to determine if I would be able to figure out what kind of creature made this noise?
Go for it.
I'm gonna grab out my...
Dice don't fail me.
I'm
No,
gonna-
dice don't jump out of my hands. I'm trying to roll you. Where'd you go?
I'm gonna grab my drop tuned lute, and I'm just gonna play
My dice rolled under my table. I'm good.
what's the word I'm looking for? We're
Can
sneaking
you
around,
bring
right?
the roll? And if so, what did you get?
Hold on, let me roll it again because it rolled under my table and I didn't see what it said. That is That's going to be a 17.
Nice.
Oh, a 17. That's
And-
good.
Dice.
And I'm
So,
going to
based
pull out
on-
my drop tune.
The scream came from a skinwalker.
What?
Well, I know what that made that noise is, but I think everybody should be aware that that is not something we want to mess with immediately. That is a creature that will shift into you and steal your flesh.
I am not
Oh,
counting
so a
that roll.
changeling.
It did not land flat.
He will eat your skin.
Oh, so not a changeling.
No, it's worse. It's a freaking skinwalker. I've only encountered those things like once or twice.
That's a 12.
never
Hate
heard
those
of
things.
I've never heard such a beast.
I rolled a
Those things
12
fucking
on
suck.
insight. So Grom does ask you. So Grom does convince you to tell him exactly the type of creature by name.
We just did.
It's a skinwalker. They could shift into you, or into like a person, or some sort of creature to mimic you, to mimic something, to either get you closer or further away from them. And if they want you to come closer, they can eat you. They got long claws, sharp teeth, and they are dangerous. But if they don't want us down there, they will make sure they don't want us down there. They'll keep screaming at us until we back off.
I do want to say this one thing out of roleplay and stuff like that. I apologize if I sound kind of shitty. I think I'm coming down with a sickness.
Did you
You're
just
good.
make a song reference?
Not
Yeah, we're
intentionally,
quite
no.
Down with the sickness.
Not intentionally, but I realized it after I said it. I'm just saying I'm not feeling good.
That's
If
fine.
you
The
can hear it.
unintentional references are always the best.
Yep, pretty much.
Anyway, so what a disgusting and vile, putrid creature! I would certainly never. Let's go kill it.
Did you not just hear my spiel? Oh my god.
Okay,
fine.
but hold on. Listen,
on.
listen, right. Listen, hear me out, right? Let's not kill it immediately. Let's just find out where it is in the general vicinity, and then promptly fuck off in the other direction.
That's a 12. So Grom just sneaks away and tries not to make a sound because he is pretty much trying to see how far away the skinwalker in question is.
I'm going to try to deter Makari. I'm going to roll a persuasion check to see if I could deter him from wanting to go deeper in at all. You're not going to believe it. You're not going to believe it.
Is it a nat 20?
No, it's a critical fail.
Yep, you failed.
Oh! That's a 0. That's not even a 1. That's a 0. That's a big old 0. Because my persuasion isn't my if I get a critical fail on a charisma check, that is automatically a 0 because all my charisma checks are -1 modifier.
So you turn to this motherfucker and you go, "Doggy da," and what?
I'm gonna turn to him and I'm gonna be like, "You are going to,
Doggy da."
yes."
Yeah,
Fuck
so
my ass.
Grom just like peeks his head
It's good
through
to
the
stutter on the
corner from
words.
where the sound is coming from, but he's not going too far, but you can't tell what's going on because of how dark it is.
I am going to do the same thing, except better. 0 stealth.
It was a
Did you-
stealth check from when I rolled.
I got a 13.
That's a bit
I got
better.
a 10 plus 3. I told you, I'm better.
So as you sneak up on Grom, I'm gonna roll a perception. Wait, nope, I'm doing a different dice this time.
I'm not sneaking up on Grom. Grom is going to investigate the area, right?
And I roll investigation to trade places with Grom.
I never heard if he was going to
Hold on,
investigate the
so
area that we were from, if he was
I'm
sneaking
rolling-
away.
Alright, so that's a 5 on perception. Grom has a hard time telling how far away the skinwalker in question is just by the sound.
Alright,
I
so...
cannot see shit, and as he turns around, he gets jumpy and pulls out a gun, not thinking that it was Makarin, and he was like, oh shit.
What in the blimey hells is wrong with you?
We've all been on edge.
You're doing
I've
what
just
now?
been on edge the moment I got curious about the skinwalker scream.
Be careful what your next words are, my friend.
Man, fuck you, bruh.
Anyways, let's see what this skinwalker thingy is. That is a 6 plus 3, 9.
On
I
what?
did worse than him. Investigation to see if I could find where it is or the general area.
It's perception for correction if you're looking around. Investigation is
perception.
touching.
Oh, that's even worse. That's an 8. Or do you want me to re-roll since it's a different stat and I rolled for...
I will give you the option to re-roll.
Oh, that's infinitely better. Perception. That's a 19.
So
Nice.
you can tell that the skinwalker is like standing menacingly in the middle of at the end of the hallway, and he just looks at you with one finger up, telling you to come closer. And I'm gonna roll a intimidation check.
I'm gonna start cursing in Druidic.
Please,
Can I roll
tell me you
stealth?
fail this.
I
Because...
got a nat 20.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
God!
Bro,
Hold on.
all
Hold on
of
a minute.
you are
Hold on.
fucking
Oh, no!
Spooked.
Hold on.
I'm
Can I do
cursing in
something real
Druidic.
quick? Can
I'm
I do
cursing-
something?
I'm cursing in Druidic right now.
Can I roll stealth?
Funny, please.
It already knows you're here, so no.
So rolling
I'm
stealth. with that.
cursing in Druidic!
I mean, if you're beckoning me, I mean.
Wait, can I also roll intimidation then? And will that like stack?
That is up to you, but something to keep into consideration is that it is going to do better than you by default.
I'm not rolling intimidation. I'm rolling charisma.
So wait, could I also intimidate the creature too? Or is that not a thing if it's already intimidated? Very hard.
He's intimidating us, so you would have to roll counter intimidation, and since he is naturally better at it than you, and he rolled a natural 20, you have disadvantage with it, so you roll 2 dice and take the lowest number.
Oh.
Yeah, it kind of sucks when
So
have to...
basically, I would be able to intimidate, and it would, or I can, but it just won't work in my favor at all, basically, no matter what, unless I
Pretty
also
much.
get control.
To explain the situation we're in, he rolled a nat 20 on intimidation. We're shitting our pants, and you want to roll intimidation while shitting your pants? Not a good idea. I mean, you can. I mean, you could probably use the shitting your pants tactic as an intimidation factor. It might work.
Or I could like try to fight back the intimidation with my counter intimidation.
Yeah,
I
you
can
could-
be like,
Guess what I'm
and it
rolling
could be
for?
like, you know what? I'm gonna stop shitting my pants.
What are you rolling for, Crazy? Oh, you're rolling for...
Initiative.
Ah, cool. I'm rolling to charm the beast. That is not good.
No! Don't charm the Skinwalker, you fool!
I'm a bard. It's my job.
Wait.
I'm still
what-
fucking cursing in Druidic.
Wait, what's passive perception?
Passive perception is what you can see around you without rolling for a dice. Like, it's essentially, to explain it, it's like peripherals. Out of combat, it's like what you can see in your peripheral vision. Like, if you have... what's mine?
So if I click it, it's no need for that.
Yeah,
basically.
Oh, here, if you click it, you could just tell... It actually just tells you. A passive check is a special kind of ability check that doesn't involve any dice rolls. Such a check can represent the average result for a task done repeatedly, such as searching for secret doors over and over again, or it can be used when the DM wants to secretly determine whether the characters succeed at something without rolling dice, such as noticing a hidden monster. Special senses are described as below. Blind sight. A monster with blind sight can perceive its surroundings without relying on sight within a specific radius. Creatures without eyes, such as Grimlocks, Grey Oozes, typically have the sense, or creatures with echolocation and heightened senses, such as bats and true dragons. If a monster is naturally blind, it has a I'm skipping that word note to this effect, indicating that this radius of its blind sight defines the maximum range of its perception. Parenthetical, I think that's the word. Dark vision.
I think that's correct.
Dark vision is just night vision. Tremor sense is just pinpoint origin of vibration. If you can feel a vibration, you can see where it is. True sight is a monster with true sight out to a specific range, see in normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures, objects, blah blah blah. You can see everything in perfect vision. Hey, there's the man.
Hey, he's here!
Okay, so
Finally.
basically, what's 16 mean for passive perception?
You have pretty good passive perception. Not a lot can get by you, but it doesn't take a lot of effort to get by. It's like how do I put this into good
Because I have 13 on passive insight, 16 on passive investigation, and 16 on passive perception.
16
also-
on passive investigation just means you studied trivia a lot.
Yeah, and also,
Yeah.
I hate to be that guy, but we're about to get into a fight with a skinwalker.
Hell yeah.
I will
Perfect.
charge this fucking skinwalker if it's the last thing I do.
I'm
Same.
cursing in Druidic. I'm still cursing in Druidic.
Alright, so...
Wait. Makari, what if we
Yes.
do like the Rizzler face in unison at it?
Hey,
That might work with bardic inspiration. Ooh, if I had bardic inspiration, I'm gonna cast bardic inspiration on myself. Cast charisma. That's automatically almost a +10.
Hey, Jason.
I think we have this in the bag.
Oh yeah. I'm seducing the fuck out of this thing.
Are we gonna Riz up the Skinwalker?
Why are you
It's
guys
the
trying to
next
Riz a
best thing
skinwalker?
to a dragon.
The rest of you, roll initiative.
Oh
Hey,
dear God!
I got bad
Wait.
news, Jason. I got bad news.
What's the bad news?
My mother keeps calling me, and I swear she just keeps on going, and it'll probably distract the session on my end if I don't take care of it, because
Well, go take
I
care
did
of
not
it.
know she would call me, to be fair, and I did not know it would be, a problem that she would have the need to call me. So because of that, I might have to cut this session with me being in here short.
Bruh.
He may be able to join after
I wanna
if it's
be
not
here.
anything serious.
No. She keeps calling me, and it's going to be distracting. That's why.
I know, but afterwards he may be able to join back in.
Depends on what it is. I don't know what it is about. So,
All right.
but
can-
if I can rejoin, then I'll let you know. All right.
I would just say mute yourself in the Discord chat while you do that.
Yeah, you can just mute yourself.
Exactly.
You don't need to leave.
I mean, okay, yeah. Let me mute myself and get my camera off just in case.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah, initiative. Fuck.
This is not a great song choice for initiative, but you know what? We're stuck with it. Ooh, well that's good. I don't think I've ever rolled this good on initiative. That's an 18.
Let me roll for initiative. With a +2 bonus, I got that's an 8. Damn. Well, it's probably better that a support character goes later than first.
Alright, so we can pause this part, but I don't want to be that type of guy to where you start off with a boss fight right off the rip if we have to cut the session short.
Can I get since I was a teensy bit late, totally not
Yeah,
almost an hour.
I could give you a quick recap.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, B.
Yeah, no problem. All right, so as the session starts, Cadnos appears and has rejoined the group. We are still inside the Dawnflower Mansion ruins.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We are in a safe room at the moment. Since you were gone, you decided to escort Nia out of the castle.
We had Nia?
Yes, we had Nia.
Yeah, we had
She's not. She was around. She's not with us anymore. She is now currently outside.
Perfect.
Grom wonders what Andrew Donner has been doing to his new life. Merlin believes that he's been planning to murder him ever since he's dead. I mean, he died originally. Grom sees how paranoid Merlin has been getting, and Merlin is just very obviously paranoid about the whole Andrew Dawnflower being alive again thing. Blood then splatters on the window of the safe room. Just so you know, this safe room is on the 3rd story. So the party tries to theorize how blood got splattered up on the third floor to begin with. Merlin had a good one. As he remembers, Andrew has a pretty big greatsword, so maybe he used it to like slash upwards, and that's how. Or maybe he grabbed him, jumped up super high, slit his throat that way, just out of sight. I don't know.
And like a
Ideas.
bird flying into the window.
Kind of.
Maybe.
But the party didn't hear any noises before or after the blood splatter happened, so we're not sure how. But Grom then agrees that Merlin's theory is probably the most likely. Afterward, the group decides to continue on. And so they make their way towards the dungeon that's connected to the mansion. Grom never knew that there was a dungeon attached to the castle, but Merlin and Makari both knew this, and so they told him. A guttural scream could be heard from deep within. Merlin then recognizes this as a skinwalker scream. Sorry, my chords were pissing me off. As a skinwalker, Makari wants to go further in. Merlin tries to stop him, but stutters and stumbles on his words.
Excuse me, get your fucking information right.
I'm fixing up my notes right now. I could have sworn I thought it was Makari. That's on me.
Nah.
Grom wants to go further in, but then Merlin tries to stop him, but he stumbles and stutters with his words, and he's just kind of like one of those. They then decide to just progress forward. After a quick search, they find the Skinwalker at the end of a dark hallway, where he just does one of these little things and intimidates the entire party. And you join us in right as we're about to start combat.
Yep.
Oh my! So I'm just running down the hallway, yelling.
Not yet.
I heard that.
Pretty much.
I heard that.
And
no one die without me.
okay, so, Tyler, what's going on with you? Because I saw that you were making faces.
Yeah, I'm just frustrated right now.
Uh-oh.
Like, all that calling, all that distracting me that my mother was doing was because my phone was turned off. And she was trying to tell me something very small. I'm like, it's off on purpose. Like, what? Like, I'm
That's
telling her I'm
annoying.
doing a D&D session with 4 other people, and she's like, I don't care. You have to make sure your phone's turned on then. And I'm like, oh my. It's so
That's
I
so
don't get
frustrating.
these same interruptions. So you try to call me through my computer. What?
She's lucky
That's
I cannot
so
say the
frustrating.
R word right now because that's against terms of service on Twitch.
That is so annoying.
Yeah, like
What a
I
Karen
literally
mother.
had to tell her off, and then she's viewing me to be the bad guy for not having my phone on, and I'm like I was already doing something. My phone's off on purpose. If you
That's
text me,
annoying.
you just go through and then try calling me, and don't work. Maybe wait until I turn my phone back on. I'm just frustrated now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, being distracted always sucks regardless of the situation.
Yeah, and she just kept going and going. I keep clicking X on the thing, and it just keeps popping up like a spam ad.
That's so annoying.
You know what cures frustration?
And yeah, like from my own mom. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And also, when you're ready, you're the only one that I do not have the initiative for yet.
Oh, roll initiative.
Yep. Because we're about to get into the... How many boss fights have we been having? So we've had...
If memory serves, it's basically been one every other session for the most part.
Well, we're level 6, and we got
Yeah.
2 levels the last time.
Oh yeah, so this would be boss fight level 6.
Boss fight number 5 or
I
level
saw
6.
20,
Yes.
so Cadnos
This is the 6th
going
boss.
first in turn order.
Dude.
Did you get natural or
That's
dirty?
so lucky.
Dirty.
Okay,
So good.
I
man.
don't need to add nat at the beginning of the number. So turn order wise, you are first.
Yeah, because it was plus.
Merlin is second, and then the Skinwalker boss fight is going third. So Cadnos,
I'm going left.
how are you going to start the fight?
Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to attack the Skinwalker, is what it's called.
Yes.
Skinwalker.
Yeah, all right.
If you want
I am going to roll firebolts and try to hit him directly.
If you
roll.
if you get lower than a 13, that is a miss. And I saw that you got a 20,
Well-
so you managed to get it.
Yeah, I'm about to say I got 11 plus 9, so yeah, I got 20.
So dirty
For
20.
anyone who doesn't know what a Skinwalker is, I could give a quick description of them. A Skinwalker is basically a malevolent witch who could shapeshift into animals or people in order to cause harm or fear.
It could
And
also
are they
be
weak to fire magic?
it could also be a warlock if you think about it.
Basically, just a powerful sorcerer who uses dark magic.
Yes.
And are they weak to fire?
I don't know. I don't believe so. But
The fur on the animal parts are burning off, and you did a good amount of damage, which is good, but the rest of the flesh is perfectly fine. It is just hairless now.
Okay, so all I did was bruise them a bit up and give them a good shave.
Yep, pretty much. And then
oh, great! Now he's naked.
the bottom
Or she. They
still
them.
have, they still have they still have some clothing on their lower half, so it's just the top half that's burnt. And they just start screaming at you and then just charges towards you. So Merlin is going to need to think fast in his turn. What are you
shit.
doing?
Shoot, give me a second. Fuck. Quickly, I'm just looking at a spell real quick.
And I'm also going to set up a 30-second timer because I feel like it's gonna be a fun idea to put in some pressure.
Oh, you don't say. That sounds
them.
lovely.
Great.
Think fast. You have 30 seconds.
Oh
On the clock,
no.
go.
Question: how close is the Skinwalker to me, and how close are everyone else in coordinate to me?
Everybody else, the rest of the party is pretty much 4 to 6 feet away from you, and the Skinwalker is slowly but surely running towards you. And once the timer on my phone is off, you're going to want to have fast reaction time.
Okay, but how close is the Skinwalker currently?
It's really close now. Like, personally close. Because it is trying to hurt you.
Fuck it, we ball! Turn away!
Oh.
I'm going to conjure up a giant wave of water around me. I'm going to slam my quarterstaff into the ground, and a giant wave of water is going to come up from behind me and then dive in front of me and push outwards. It is going to be in a 30-foot square directly in front of me. It's going to be like I said, a 30-foot wave directly in front of me. Every creature in a 30-foot square directly in front of me will need to make a dexterity saving throw immediately.
Say less. 8.
That is going to fail. So with that, on a failed save, a creature takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. Get me 1 second so I can roll for damage. I have to pull out the mug dice. Oh, shoot. Oh, whoa. Hold on. I gotta pull up my calculator now. Math is not mathing right now. Hold on, give me a second.
Math ain't mathing. What'd you
Math
roll?
ain't mathing. That is gonna be 21 bludgeoning damage. And the creatures
prone, so they are on.
And they're
all
prone.
fours.
And they're prone. And they are prone.
And
I'm like, get the
someone
fuck away
said
from
on
me!
all fours. I don't mean that in this sexual way.
Damn!
Darn it.
God just made it sexual.
Of course.
Fuck you, man. So. Damn it. So, the Skinwalker grabs you by the ankle and tries to make you slip, but you manage to get your ankle off of its hand, and then it just pretty much gets itself back up, and he's just looking at you, and the eyes are glowing red. And as for Grom,
Fuck.
That doesn't do shit. All the bullet does is just it tickles it. No damage, just looks at Grom being like, that tickled.
Just one of those little gremlin laughs. Oh god.
Yep, and I'm gonna roll a counterattack to see whether or not if it does damage. What is Grom's armor class? It's a 12, so that's a hit. And no, 1d12 is enough. Grom loses 8 hit points.
Oh my.
Oh no, Grom.
Bro,
My
what
king.
And what makes the situation worse is that he almost got his entire stomach cut open.
Shit.
Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die.
You can heal up.
I've been through worse. I'll be fine.
Wait, does nature heal?
It's
We have
mentioned
specific
for
spells that
correction,
can heal.
but right now is a bad time to do it.
And besides, we have spells that could cure him.
And plus, it's not your turn yet.
Okay, well, I'm getting spam called again, not by someone else.
Oh my fucking god.
Ignore them?
Yeah, just ignore
I
them.
would love to.
Tell them you're busy? Tell them you'll call them back later?
Yeah, they're probably gonna keep spamming. I'll be honest with you, they are relentless.
So annoying. Why do people do that?
This
Dude,
roll
I
is
don't know.
for
It's not one, it's the
Donut,
other.
and he tries to shoot a web
Just
at
do the
it,
same thing you
but
did
it does
earlier.
not
Just
work.
mute and turn your camera off for a little bit.
Honestly, this might be a sign. Honestly,
Alright. What?
What do you mean a sign?
a sign that even though I said I was available for today, like people just keep calling me. And now
You
their
too
message
popular.
spamming me. Okay, that's wonderful. Yeah, it's almost like they're telling me to get the hell off of freaking Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah.
And so, it is Makari's turn.
Go Makari.
So as a bonus action, I'm using Bardic Inspiration. And then I'm going to roll that. Oh no. Oh no. I might actually do this. Oh no. What is this? 1d8. That's this dice. Hey, crazy!
What?
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Does a 21 charm roll work?
What are you trying to... Are you trying to charm the skinwalker?
No! No way!
So, I rolled an 18, which my charisma is +2, and then I got the lowest possible roll on my Bardic Inspiration dice, which is a 1, so I got 21.
It works.
It into... Ah!
Hey.
Blue steel.
That is
Oh,
one way
this is
to end
neat.
a fight.
Oh,
Are we
this is gonna
losing
go
the fight?
awkward.
The fastest boss fight that you had, let alone the most terrifying first few minutes.
I'm sorry, what?
Yes. Exactly how it
Fucking
plays out.
legendary, brother.
Yes! Yes!
Let's go. I pulled
yeah,
the
brother.
ultimate bard
Yes!
trick. Yes. Let's go. It wasn't a dragon, but I'm the dragon.
Dragon D, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
doing
Thank
so
you.
funny. Imagine Dragons just started playing on my
Oh.
head.
Now anyway, it's
Oh, that's
time to
wild.
lay some.
So,
Wait, hold on,
you
hold
wanna
on.
know...
Look, I'm a dragon, guys. I'm a
So,
dragon.
after you charmed the skinwalker, the first thing that it does is that after it is charmed, it just walks away, and then after they lose their mind, they just start headbutting the walls, and then there's a huge blood splatter, and then after the final headbutt, the skull is completely mush.
What the fuck?
I guess it couldn't just take my good looks.
Yeah.
I know
No
it's I know
ability
it's hard to gaze upon perfection. I know.
That
Hulk is barking on the ground at him.
That was the that was the fastest fight, but you guys may want to look at this wound. And as Grom takes his hand off of his stomach, you can tell that it is close to being cut open.
Oh yeah, let me do
dear
it.
God, my friend, hold on. I'm gonna run over to him. I'm getting ready to use Cure Wounds.
I'm just gonna use mass healing word. Rip a third. Rip a third level spell.
Would now be a good time to roll medicine? Or
Yes.
no, still.
So
If you have the correct
Alright, how about
materials,
this?
then yes.
Uckus 1, Katnos is 2, Makari is 3, Merlin is 4.
What is this
It's a
for?
2, so Katnos, roll a medicine check.
We're trying to save our friend Grom. He has been cut open. He's bleeding.
Let's fucking go. I got 22.
Oh,
Yes!
that was good.
Yes! Save this
21
man!
medicine. I saved
Save
his ass.
him! Let's
I
go!
saved your ass.
Praise the
Yeah!
Lord.
Alright,
We
so
saved Grom from a fate.
you did. That was good. So
Yippee.
roll a d12 to determine how many hit points Grom gets back.
Roll
Come
a
on, big numbers,
d12.
big numbers, big numbers, big numbers. Come on, big numbers.
D12. How do I do that? Look around.
So you know the shape of a d20?
I'm gonna be right back. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I'll roll for you just to
So where?
determine.
So
That's
where?
fine.
So where do I go to roll
That's
it or
5,
whatever?
but it's better than nothing. He's almost at full health, which is a positive note.
Which means his gut should be healed up now, right? At least
Yes,
enough.
but it does leave a visible scar.
Scar.
But it's not too visible, but you can tell it's there.
Hey, bro, that's a pretty good
Like a
looking scar.
C-section scar.
It isn't my first one, but it won't be my last either.
You've
Start
gave
with-
birth before. What?
I just love how I
I'm
said
not a
that, and then
dad.
you followed up with that. That was funny. I ain't gonna lie.
Uck, you think that I am a dad?
Yes.
You just said you looks like you got a C-section. You just said it's not your first.
So therefore, you are not denying that you at least have one child.
Are you guys
never-
idiots?
Exactly. I would always personally call Grom a daddy, but I never knew he was actually a daddy.
Damn!
I'm back. What I missed.
know you like orcs like that, Uck.
Why did you
It's-
say my line? That's my line, you asshole!
I spaced out. What happened? What did I miss?
It's not.
Fucking
Grom
Grom
Daddy.
Daddy!
He is a conventionally very attractive orc who sucks at arm wrestling.
Yes, this is true, but that doesn't give him. That doesn't give you. You
I-
stole
you're
my
angry I beat you
fucking line, you
I
asshole!
knew it. You're angry I beat you to it.
Oh.
Yes, you,
Oh.
you know what? If it wasn't, if it wasn't
You know
for
what?
the fact that I seduced that damn skinwalker, I would be pretty bad right now. But I'm riding high on that real quick.
You know what? I'm rolling deception.
Baby.
I'm saying you weren't thinking about doing that.
Holy
Deception.
shit, that was a good laugh.
That's it.
What are you rolling deception for?
To lie to Makari saying, you were never gonna. Oh, wait, would that be persuasion?
If you're lying, it's
Either
deception.
way.
Makari,
Yes,
roll
I'm
an
just
insight
saying.
check.
Wow. I got fruit gummies.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dirty
My
20.
kitty wants
Oh,
some.
damn.
Makari
I'm whistling
catches Uck
awkwardly.
lying. And then Grom
Yes.
And then Grom is able to stand up perfectly well, but he is still in just an itsy bit of pain, but he's able to walk it off. Well, that was an unexpected good laugh to have to ease up the mood of this quest. So, Uck, given the fact that you came in late, we'll save you taking the lead for another time. Marlon, Makari, Cadnos,
Yes,
which
Daddy.
one of you is wanting to...
What?
Ew, God
You
knows.
just call me Daddy?
Yeah.
Makari will not stand for this.
Bro.
Makari, I'm with you. I don't think
Funny
any of
part
them
is
should be
I'm
called
old-
Daddy.
The funny part is I'm older
Yeah.
than him,
If-
so
If anybody's going to be calling people daddy, it's me!
damn.
Comment, lizard.
Bro.
I'm more baffled than you are. Fine.
Yeah, there are some VTubers out there that I call mommy, just saying.
What
Oh, I do that too.
Milkers, yummy.
This
That's-
is not needed.
Okay, so... Given the fact that Cadnos is not trusted to be the leader, Makari,
Yeah,
heads
I'm
or
not
tails?
very capable.
Heads.
Alright, so if it lands on heads,
You give him that.
Merlin is leading. If it lands on tails, you are leading.
I called
Before we
heads,
do
though.
anything,
I can't tell what this is. Tails.
Tails. Alright.
Well, Makari, you're for you first.
Before we do anything, I'm gonna run over to the Skinwalker's body.
Yeah, I was just about to say, loot that body!
I don't think it's gonna have anything on it. I just want to do a full body investigation, see if there's anything of interest, or see if we can figure out if it had a original form before it took on this more monstrous appearance.
I rolled a 4 on survival, so he's not able to get any good leather out of the skin.
I'm gonna teabag it.
I still want to just investigate it to see if we could possibly revert
Why
it back.
do you want to teabag a dead skinwalker?
Because we owned it.
Oh my
You
We
need
god.
must
a teabag.
spawn it and
Correction.
stone it.
Correction,
Yeah.
I owned it.
Anyways, I rolled a 14 on that investigation check.
You just barely made it, my god.
So, for as you can tell, it does have a human form, but you are not 100% sure how it is triggered.
As I'm teabagging it.
Stop. I never said that you could teabag, so you cannot teabag.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
Question.
Take
How
one
much
equal
time-
damage.
What?
How much time has passed between us killing the Skinwalker and now?
Probably not too
It was a
much.
2-minute fight.
How much time between killing the Skinwalker and now?
At this point,
too
it
much
would be
time.
5 minutes.
Damn it. Okay, never mind then.
What do you mean, never mind?
Revivify.
Yay, we can make more funny jokes for the VOD.
What?
I was going to bring it back to life and see if we could fix it.
Okay, Felix.
Brother,
Take its all.
I honestly,
Nope. Can't.
I honestly do want to make some leather out of the Skinwalker's skin.
You know the Skinwalker is originally humanoid, right?
Yes, but if you think about it, it would be
You'd be a
hard to tell if
Leatherface.
it's animal or human.
Like Leatherface.
Still, I think this is a horrible idea. I'm just gonna keep poking around the body, see if we could get some sort of reaction out of it.
Ah, I rolled a persuasion. That's a 5. He does not persuade you well enough to turn it into leather.
Uh-huh. Good. I'm still just poking around to see if we could somehow trigger its detransformation. That is a 16.
On what?
Trying to see if I could figure out a way to detransform it. I'm literally just poking every part of its body. I'm tickling it in places, trying to see if anything happens.
I am going to.
So it pretty
investigate.
much transforms back into normal human form, but you notice that it's not just like any sort ordinary human. It also pretty much had some facial hair, but you couldn't tell if it did given how fucked up the face looked.
So I can assume that this was a man, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, roll perception to determine.
That's gonna be an 11.
I'm gonna roll a percentile to determine whether or not if you can identify. 27. So you start to feel paranoid on what gender it is, and then you pretty much say, "I think," and then you pretty much think to yourself, "Maybe it's a non-binary."
Maybe it's both. Maybe it's both. I don't know. Regardless.
The real question is, will we be gay for banging it while it's dead?
What?
That's necrophilia, my guy. You're banging
necrophilia.
Bro,
Can I not? Can I roll?
No necrophilia. Not allowed in this campaign.
Can I roll strength and dexterity to knock out?
Instant ban! Get him out of here!
Knock him out.
Goodbye.
Get this bitch out of here, bro.
Get him out of here! Get him out of here!
Okay, bye. Sexual.
Bye. Boom. Just boom. Boom.
I need to pick my
Bam.
camera up. Hold on. Oh shit.
Oh no.
You ruined your camera
Oh my
view.
God,
Oh
I
my
slapped
god,
the
for a
whole
joke.
fucking
Oh
camera.
no, bro.
Holy shit. Hold on.
Did you break your camera?
We'll be right back after this technical difficulty.
Damn, he actually broke camera.
Oh no! Oh no!
Ruh-roh.
Ruh-roh, Raggy. Ruh-roh, Raggy.
What did you even do to it?
He smacked it.
Why do you smack it?
How do you do that?
What? We'll be back after these short few messages from our sponsors.
Alright, we're good.
Hey! He's back!
Positioning looks like shit right now. Hold on.
Reposition the camera.
Nuts.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, that was
I
actually
said
funny from when I
position.
swept my camera and then it just like closed itself.
I'm like, position these nuts.
Bro, shut up.
These nuts
I'm gonna
where?
have to look back at the
Damn
pod
it.
to see how the rest of you reacted.
Oh.
Just POV, you get slapped by crazy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you go blind.
Bro.
Like, almost
Everything
5
turned
minutes.
green.
Did you guys think it was
Sword
funny for
slap.
I slapped my camera?
Short slap. Bonk.
Thank you for knighting me, my good sir.
Harder.
Daddy.
Why? Shit.
Motherfucker, we don't need any more horniness today.
Bonk,
He
bonk, bonk,
said
bonk,
harder,
bonk.
and I said daddy. So
We finish
It
each
was-
other's.
Alright, so
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
the rest of you finished the investigation of what you remember of this dungeon. And you
so
don't
I
need
roll
to-
investigation. Okay.
The rest of you are not worried about. The rest of you are not worried about the idea of reinvestigating the crypt. It's the rest of the area that you are more so worried about. And the Magica boat still has fresh water, but you can tell that the houseboat is a little bit different, but it's hard to tell. And Grom and Cadnos has never gone on that boat. So, wait. Something tells me that this is the same boat that the rest of you were telling me about with that one time. Kanos doesn't know what I'm talking about because he wasn't around at the time. But
there once was a ship that put to sea. The name
Shut
of the
up.
ship was Amethyst.
Wait, can I roll history real quick to see? Just a quick recap on the boat, right?
yes, you can roll a history check.
Perfect.
I was
17.
gonna have to do the same.
This boat.
I was doing a sea shanty.
Ooh. I got a 22 for history.
Alright, so
Perfect. Two good
Merlin
rolls.
recalls that this is the same exact boat that the rest of the party except for Grom and Cadnos went on. And then
I remember this boat.
and then
Yeah.
either
Bro, this is the boat we were
Grom
talking about
gives the
before.
rest of the details on what happened on that boat.
Grom, this is the boat that got that Ella and Merlin got freaky in.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Good times, good times.
Oh,
But why'd you have to bring up those memories first?
You didn't even roll deception first.
Oh, brother, let me tell you. Makari puts his hand on Merlin's shoulder. I was playing my lute as hard as I could, and I could still hear you and her over it. It was the only thing I could remember.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Play us a tune while I retell this tale of the seven seas.
Well, you can't.
Of the
23
rocking
plays
and
the exact same
Well, at
tune he
least we don't
played
need
while
to
he was.
worry about anybody having sex this time.
You sure
Can I
about
roll
that?
Are you
perception?
sure about that?
5 feet apart because we're all gay.
I roll perception to see how sexual you are.
It's insight for correction.
Huh?
Okay, fine. I'll roll it. Insight. I'm rolling it.
To determine whether or not if I'm lying.
Damn, I got 10. Okay,
You have a hard
you
time
are very
telling
sexy.
if he's joking. You have a hard time telling if he's joking or if he's being serious.
Damn. And that's a very low blow.
So, alright. So what other interesting stuff has happened before I reunited with Makari?
Can I roll history?
I'm going to say no because Grom is talking to the rest of the party before you were around.
Daniel.
Oh. Besides, what thoughts? Besides that giant beefy zombie that Daika was murdered by, self-sacrificiously. That was
we
pretty much it.
100% agree was non-essential.
We did not consent for him killing himself, definitely.
I was about to say no consent.
What? Oh.
I thought Travis already humbled you. Do I need to... Are you in need of an ass beating right now? Because I can give one to you.
You
Don't do that.
And
He's
Grom
wrong.
is cracking his knuckles looking at Canos and his intentions is that he's wanting to beat your ass to humble you.
Well, you know what? Let's settle this in a contest of arm wrestle.
Nah, better yet. Let's have a fist
Sumo.
fight. No weapons, no magic.
No. I'm gonna jump in. I'm gonna step in. I'm gonna step in front of Grom and be like, I think we have better and more important matters than fighting your friends. We can do this when we get back to the. We can do this when we get back to the guild.
But where's the But where's the fun if we don't prepare each other for an upcoming fight with a friendly spy?
I seriously think we should save our strength for later. And I'm gonna roll an insight. I mean, not an insight. Persuasion check. That's gonna be a 9.
I rolled a 17.
Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work.
Yep. So he
Can I roll
convinces.
strength real
Wait, no,
quick?
that's a 18. My bad.
Wait,
Seriously, don't think
can
this is
I,
a good
can
idea.
I roll intimidation?
Nope. So.
Damn.
Alright, so he pretty much. Alright, so as the sparring begins, he just
Can I
has
roll
his fists
strength
up,
real quick?
and Kanos also has his fists up, and they have a friendly spar.
Round 1.
And
Ding.
Makari is playing background music.
Oh hell yeah!
Diddle-doo.
Alright, so. Alright, how about this? Whoever rolls the highest on athletics wins the spar. And if you get a and if you get a nat 20, you win by default.
Alright.
And if you tie, we'll go into a second round.
I got 23.
I got a 12, so you win. But he does get some good punches in to where he knocks the degeneracy out of your mind.
Hopefully.
How did that happen? What did
And the winner is
I'll be
Anos! Rom, you put up a good fight, but Cadnos just beat him in the end. I'm just gonna sit down on a barrel.
My strength has no bounds.
Don't let this one go to your head, bud.
I've lost count on how many times I've won and lost in sparring matches, let alone fist fights. But that was a good boxing.
That's a good box, Uncle Sir. You want to go again? One little cherry on top, huh?
If any of you want to if any of you two want to prepare for what could be upcoming, I won't stop you.
me next?
Okay.
Uck raises his hands.
Alright, so with how Uck wanted to go, it is now Uck versus Kanos on the sparring. And same case as last time, whoever gets the highest athletics wins the sparring.
Hey,
Okay.
out of curiosity, I want to go next, but instead of rolling athletics, could I roll acrobatics? Could I use my dexterity to my advantage?
That is
Since I am
optional.
a performer and not a fighter. Oh, perfect. Wonderful.
So,
Perfect. Anyways, can I roll with strength?
I think you should probably roll athletics.
Yes.
No, instead of athletics, I'm just straight up full force punching him. All my strength.
You would have better.
Bro, that
okay.
actually rips.
Oh wait, yeah, athletics. My bad. 7.
Uck
Wait, did we
barely
both
won.
lose?
I rolled a
Well, on the
1,
positive
and I had a
note,
plus
you
6
did
bonus.
humble, like, Kanos got humbled from the loss. So
And the winner
it
is
means that he is not
I
being a
barely got
degenerate.
Makari! Or Ock. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
it's
It was Ock, right?
Yeah.
Ock is the winner!
I got humbled by 2 points. Don't flatter yourself.
Hey, you did really good, bud. Just go sit down now.
Okay, we
I'm
both
flexing heroic.
I don't need to sit down. I'm ready for round 2. Uck.
Round 2, big guy.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Makari's up.
roll a persuasion to convince Grom.
Yeah, I pretty much automatically win that.
What do you mean?
That's a 23.
Yep, so Grom's going after you. Alright,
Wonderful.
so in this case, whoever rolls the highest on acrobatics wins.
Wait,
Perfect.
what?
No. I'm rolling acrobatics. He can roll whatever he wants. I'm just using the stat that I think makes the most sense for me, since I am technically a performer and not a strength-based build.
Fair enough. So I'll roll athletics to combat his strength. That is a 26. You get fucked.
Nat 20.
How the
Oh my
fuck?
god.
No shot!
Character, how the fuck did Makari win against an 8
Wait, what?
man?
I got a nat 20 as well.
Oh, fuck. Okay,
I got a 26.
Round 2! Redo!
Fuck. Okay.
First round and an inner draw. We're doing it again!
Wait, Makari, what was your
Better
maximum?
Let's
My maximum is a +5.
let's
So you got
agree
a 25.
that it is a draw.
Whoa, that's how fucking.
I can imagine Grom was trying to throw me, or I can imagine Uck was trying to throw me around, but I latched onto his arm and did some fucking capoeira shit and fucking shimmied my way up to his neck, and he threw me off, and I was like, oh!
Then you jump
some
back on me, and I
shit.
just swing at you. And it's
Bro
going
slithering
really
around
fucking
him like a
fast.
freaking snake.
I
Just
mean,
slide
I am
up and around his body.
Alright, I rolled a 19
Ooh.
on persuasion, and he convinces both Makari and Uck to that it would be better to agree that it is a draw.
Rematch. I still can
Roll a
go.
counter persuasion if you want to rematch. And if you
Exactly.
do not get higher than a 19, it's not going to work.
I did not roll. I did not roll high. I rolled
I rolled a 3.
I rolled a 12.
Yep, it's a draw.
He's gasping for air. I can do another.
Shut
I'm
your
gonna
big ass up. You know I would have won if you would have went on 30 more seconds. I had you. I had you in my reptilian grasp.
I'm gonna slowly push each of them down onto a barrel just so they can catch their breath for a little bit.
You know I was ahead of you in
two
that
need to
fight.
Catch your breath, and then Uck, once you are ready. I'm ready to kick some ass.
Okay, buddy. What should I roll?
Right.
Actually, okay, yeah. After a couple deep breaths, I stand up, crack my fingers. Why are you flipping me off, boy?
Okay, so
I see you really want to tussle.
Mr. DM, I want to challenge Merlin to a sparring match.
after
What?
this fight,
You know what? I take a sumo stance. Okay, big boy, let's tussle.
and
24.
I'm gonna say this is for athletics, given the fact that you are taller than him, and that's
Okay.
a 11.
Oh, perfect. I got a 24.
All right, alrighty, Merlin.
So Uck wins that one?
Yep, Merlin. With how you're the only one who hasn't sparred yet, Kanos is wanting to go against you.
So it seems the two magic users, well, main magic users, I mean, are finally gonna face off, eh?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah.
But here's the two rules. Hands only, no weapons or magic.
I figured as much. I saw all those fights. I was watching them very closely.
Alrighty.
I'm ready. Here we go.
Yeah, let's do this, Merlin.
We're going down,
so-
Cadnos.
All right, rolling athletics, right?
Between acrobatics and athletics, roll whichever is the highest for you.
Okay. Athletics.
Athletics.
Bro, what the
I got a 16.
Alright, 16 for Merlin. Canos, what'd you get?
No way I got 1 again, so I got a 5. There ain't no way, bro.
Yeah. Canos keeps losing. Canos only won 1 match. Everybody else was just beating his ass.
Bro, I swear, how did I get a 1 again? There's no way. And then it gave me a... Damn, there ain't no way.
That was a good spot right now. I want to relax just in case we get ambushed, you know? You never know. It could be in this.
Good job, Merlin.
Good job to you too, Cadnos.
And you guys are not there at your destination yet, so we have enough time to go for matches that we have not done yet. Makari versus just acrobatic shit.
Yes.
Bro, alright, so we've done Grom versus Canos, Makari versus Uck, Merlin versus Canos. Merlin between Grom, Makari, and Uck. Who is your next opponent?
You're asking me?
Yes.
Just wanted to make sure. Well, I don't really want to face Hawk right now. He seems to be on a hot streak.
Alk is gasping for air.
But he is really tired, and I might take advantage of that. Hawk, why don't you step into the ring once more, my friend?
Me? Okay.
Yeah.
He recomposes
To be
himself
fair,
instantly.
He's the only one you haven't fought yet.
Alrighty. I'm ready.
After this, you get to sit down and relax while the rest of us keep fighting.
Yep.
Exactly.
So, Merlin, roll acrobatics. Uck, roll athletics. That's a 10
What'd
for
you
Uck.
get, Merlin?
You said athletics for me?
Yes. Because if I remember... Wait, no. Wait. Okay, athletics.
One you
for you.
used last time.
Acrobatics for us.
I am stupid.
I feel really bad I got a net 20.
That's
win by
fine.
default.
I'm out of breath.
Uck is pretty much on the ground right now after you beat his ass.
Wait, have I challenged Makari yet?
No.
That was surprisingly easy. I mean, you are completely exhausted. Please, go sit down. And I'm going to escort him over to the, over to one of the barrels. I'm going to hand him like a drink of some kind.
Makari, after this, you get to choose between me or Merlin on who you want to spar with. I'm fine either way. Because Canos...
Get over here, you big bastard.
I like your spirit.
I ain't got nothing but spirit. Why'd I turn fucking southern?
Ulka's turned southern this entire god diddly damn
God damn
session.
damn. Alright. Makari, roll athletics. Wait, no, sorry. Acrobatics. Canos, roll athletics. I mixed those up by accident.
All right, athletics. Here we come.
That is a 10.
You also got 10?
Huh?
Wait, who's rolling again?
I'm not in this one.
Who's rolling?
It's Makari on who
Okay.
you're fighting in character.
Oh, okay.
DM names, they will screw you over.
I got a 17. That is blue on gray. That is a bad fucking mixture.
Alright, 17 on acrobatics for Makari. Canos, what'd you get?
I got 10.
You lost.
Damn.
Oh, I know.
Damn.
Poor guy.
Dude, my rolls were so good. And then all of a sudden, they went
to
to
shit. Alright.
That endurance is really low.
Alright, Merlin, how about this? We play a game of rock, paper, scissors. The loser goes up against Makari. You ready?
No.
Alright, hands.
You're on.
Hands out of frame. Rock, paper, scissors, shoe. Alright, what'd you get?
Scissors.
I don't know how we got the same thing on first try. Alright, ready? Rock, paper,
Mind link!
Matrix is real.
Yep, the Matrix
Alright, you ready?
is real. And also, fun fact, the Matrix movie was directed by 2 transgender sisters.
Oh, neat.
Huh. I did not know that.
And also, I got
Interesting.
rock.
Oh.
I had paper.
Well, I lost fair and square.
Oh. Ooh.
Alright.
Aha!
Makari, roll athletic, roll acrobatics. I will roll for... Alright, I'm also rolling for acrobatics. I got a 11 on mine.
My mic was muted that entire time. I rolled a 7 plus 5. I got a 12. I was so hyper. I was like so energized. I was
almost-
like, ah, man.
You almost lost.
I know. I was like,
Almost.
I was like, damn, I got a 7. And then I heard you roll an 11, and I'm like, oh my god, 7 plus 5, let's go.
Alright, so, Merlin, do you want to face Grom or Makari?
Hey, Makari. Why don't we spar?
Okay. I'll take you. Oh, fuck my dice.
Alright, so...
No, don't fuck the dice.
Makari
Do it.
rolls acrobatics and Merlin rolls athletics.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Fuck, that's an at 1.
Well, that's unfortunate. I got a 9.
Yeah,
I almost beat you with my mod.
so as Makari swirls around you, you just grab him by the throat and you just throat slam him on the floor. And,
Sit down!
and the way that it's
Thank you,
done,
John.
it feels like that you're looking at an anime shot of somebody choke slamming them.
Breaks the ground.
You got me
rumble.
speaking Argonian from fucking Skyrim.
Damn,
Oh, that's great for clearing your
I
throat.
didn't know you were that aggressive.
I'm letting my passive aggression just loose.
Alright. Last sparring match before we enter the boss fight area.
Wait, what? Another boss fight?
Oh no, that I lied about the first one. That was just to keep you on your toes.
Skinwalker was just a normal enemy, but he was a strong enemy.
He was like the big zombie.
Big
It was
zombie,
a
mini
mini
boss.
boss.
That's an 11 on
He was a mini
acrobatics.
Jeez.
Oh, it's me. That's right. I completely forgot it was me versus Grom.
Yep.
That's a 7.
Bro went from choke slam thrashing to getting bashed. Okay.
Yep. So after some acrobatics, he just lifts you up from the ground and then he just tosses your ass to where you are hopping off of the floor and you also cough out a bit of blood after he slams your body on the ground.
Bro got twerked on.
Oh! That's gonna be sore for a while. Good,
What's up, good? Does that mean
good spar. I'm gonna need a nap after this.
Can I roll persuasion real quick to convince Makari to do a rematch for the very close fight that I was about to win, but was concluded as a draw.
Go for it. And Grom is pretty much trying to catch his breath in the process.
That's a 9. So, could me and Macaulay spar again? Cause you stopped our match, we.
Bro, doing
He agrees.
please.
That's a 12 on persuasion, and then he's like, if you absolutely desire, go for it. But this should be the last one.
Yippee!
Makari, you ready?
After this, let's drink some healing potions.
Agreed.
You ready, Makari?
Yeah, my throat still hurts. That's what
That
she
sounds
said.
like a yeah. Of course. I'll show you what she said.
Before we start,
That's what
That
she
is
said.
that's what she said.
Before we start, 24.
Fuck! Damn it! I got a 20.
Damn.
Damn, we almost had the same outcome. We almost did. Holy shit.
God,
Bro,
I rolled a 19 plus 5.
I rolled a
got-
14 plus 6.
now that all the sparring is over, how many times have we won and lost?
I lost more than I won, and I am
Well, let's
upset
see
about it.
here.
Yeah,
It went like this.
Kanos only won one sparring match.
It was against you,
Um,
keep in mind.
And also,
You know what?
So-
Let me fight
The-
Donut.
if you have any degenerate thoughts in your mind, ignore them.
What?
Mission
Ignore
comes
these nuts.
first. I need to catch my breath. I need to lay down after this.
Ooh.
quick question: who won the rematch?
I did.
Yeah.
Makari. Okay.
Because Makari waited it all out, and
This man is chilling.
I was still tired.
Bro, look at
I'll
Thailand
get
is
you
chilling
back
right
one
now.
day. Yeah,
I just wanna make sure I got everything correct. Hold on.
How many times?
I will.
1, 2, 3,
I am
4.
more chilling.
I'll give everyone their proper wins here in a second.
Oh wait, Ak won 3 times, lost twice, drawed once. I think those are the calculations.
Yes.
And I'm gonna pause for a quick minute to check up on food.
Food.
Let me get the calculations
right
for everyone
back.
else, and I'll report back.
It's in me belly.
You remind me of an onion.
Ogres are like onions.
Onions have layers.
Ogres
Well,
are
Shrek.
like onions.
Well, Shrek, ogres are like onions. You
Okay,
smell
so
like one.
Macario also won 3 rounds. You also lost 2 rounds, and you tied once.
I lost 2?
I think if my math is correct, let me look over
You
again.
lost to
Your math is
Merlin, and did you lose to Grom?
No.
Wow. Well, logistically, the draw would have been
Hold
me
on.
since I got a
I got
26.
slammed against the wall by Merlin, and I think that was my only loss.
Hold on, I'm
Oh,
looking
yeah.
back over my notes.
Alright, so
I think
have
I
chicken
think
and
I
rice.
think I had 2 wins. No, I had 3 wins, a draw, and a loss.
1, 2. Yeah, you had 2 wins, 1 loss, and 1 draw.
All right, so I was off.
No, I'm sorry. You did win 3 rounds because of the rematch.
All right, dope.
Well, I guess we.
Yeah, you only did lose 1 round though.
Well, logistically, if we're counting by dice, I won that fight. Just saying. That crazy fight. It's getting too out of hand. Oh wait, I just found. Oh my god. Hold on a sec.
You guys have been
What?
pretty quiet.
My throat hurts because I fucking got slammed against the
As
wall.
far as I'm aware, I don't think Cadnos won a single round.
No, he won.
Well,
the
no, he won
against
first
won
Rom.
Somehow.
He lost against
That can't be
everybody
right.
else.
I thought he won one.
Hear me out.
Okay,
4-on-1. Everyone against Cadnos.
No, please don't.
No.
That would be an unfair
Don't get
fight.
up on me. I already lost 4 rounds.
Just get rid of them degenerate thoughts for good. Yeah. I cast holy
Yes, go ahead.
purification.
Okay, but yeah, so after Fight Club, the record
No one
is...
talks about Fight Club.
I know, but like, I want to talk about the rankings. So, Ak won 3 rounds, lost 2, and tied 1. Makari won 3 rounds, lost 1, and tied 1. Merlin won 3, lost 1. Grom won 1, and lost 3. And Cadnos, as far as I'm aware, lost every single round.
Except for one, you
Besides the first match, he
face.
did.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, no. He beat Grom
I won the
somehow.
first one, you freaking.
B.
Oh, I
if
forgot to
we
write that
record
one.
Episode 17 of the All Things Nerdy podcast, I'm going to roast you for getting your notes wrong.
Damn.
I completely forgot to write that.
Ratio of wins and losses. Don't talk more.
And speaking of, what day and time are you open except for Thursday later this week for episode 17?
Is Friday good?
Friday is not good. I got D&D later that day and I work until 3.
Oh.
How about Tuesday?
Tuesday.
I don't
Tuesday
think I'm
works
doing
for me.
anything. Let me check my calendar. I'm pretty sure I'm good that day, but I'm gonna check. Anytime after 6 is fine.
That sounds perfect then.
I'll let Colored Alley know after the stream.
Okay.
Mm. So we're all chilling after we had a few sparring matches. I'm eating chicken and rice, which I'm not gonna lie, this is good.
Chicken and rice is a good combination overall.
Yeah. Like, any type of chicken is good with rice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna go see if I can get some dinner myself. I'm fucking hungry.
Especially with
I'll be right back.
teriyaki sauce.
Teriyaki sauce is good.
Speaking of teriyaki, it's teriyaki chicken and rice.
I have a bag of chips, of international chips here, and I finished them.
Can I roll a strength check? Because while we're taking a rest after
International
doing
grilled
push-ups
squid.
in anticipation.
They're not that bad. There's a different international. It's called grilled chicken. I like that one much more.
So I do like 8 push-ups before collapsing, or maybe 16. That's not good.
Alright, so you guys ready for the final fight of the campaign session?
Heck yeah.
Alright. To the rest of you, what about you? B gave a thumbs up. Star. What about you, Floridians?
Floridians, right?
I give it a thumbs up, sideways, and down.
What in the world?
I call it a clock.
A clock?
As in, I don't know. Whatever the hell you guys want. Yogurts.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm back.
Hey,
I kind of spaced out there. What happened?
we're about to go into a scary-looking room.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'm all in. I have faced scarier stuff in my life. I mean, the Skinwalker is pretty damn scary. Come on.
Onward, I'm feeling invigorated after defeating that baddie.
Agreed. And almost on cue, I'm going to shift down into wolf form.
You know, I've always wondered. And he just puts his hand on Merlin. I've wondered what this feels like.
Do you pet the dog?
I pet the dog.
He likes it.
You can pet the dog?
You can pet the
Can I
wolf.
pet that dog?
Can I
Yes.
pet that
Can I pet that dog? Yes.
In amazement,
Yeah, I think
How-
Merlin is at the
Rubs.
point to where he can transform
Merlin.
from wolf form to human form at will.
Yep.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
That means you don't have to wait for the timer.
Nope. I
Good
can do whatever
puppy.
I want. Of course, this will only have 2 wild shape charges per long rest, but you know.
I'll be with a dumpy.
What?
Outside of
Excuse
Okay.
me?
Can I roll strength to kick open
Do
the
you
door?
need to be smited?
Can I
Smite me, please!
Smite.
I am side masochist.
oh,
I gotta stop accidentally hitting my ceiling. My ceiling's a lot lower
Crazy.
than I think it is.
can I roll like strength to pick
Bonk.
up Cadnos, kick
Bonk.
open the
Bonk.
door, and throw him in?
We should throw
Oh, yeah.
him in as bait. Let's do it.
Exactly. I'm rolling strength.
Oh yeah.
That's a 13 who wants to help me.
Oh yeah. Do it.
That's a 11. So both
Okay.
Grom and Uck picks him up, and then he gets yeeted to the middle of the room. And then there is a demon, and you don't know what type of demon it is yet, but he just looks at Kanos pretty closely at his face and starts growling at him.
Ooh, that thing grip. This is out of character. Shit.
And also,
Do it grip.
Hey, Daddy, how big are those teeth? Can they go through my neck?
shut up, bro.
What the? Grum and I are just jaw drop in disbelief.
Bro, you're supposed to be terrified. You're not supposed to...
So how is your name, Mr. Monster?
Can I roll intimidation?
In wolf form, I'm just sitting there, just like staring at him and just shaking my head.
Alright, so
Yeah.
the demon that you're facing is known as the Haunter.
The haunt?
Ooh, kind of cool name, but at the same time, I don't like that.
Hey demon, before you inevitably
It's a
try to
Pokemon.
kill us, before you inevitably
It's a
try to kill us, how about you just take a look at the dog over here and give him a pet? I guarantee you, it's an invigorating experience.
You'll
But don't
feel
worry, I'm a
much
dog too.
better.
Woof, woof. Please, pet me and slap me.
What?
I'm gonna-
Not that thing. No,
not
no.
that
I'm going
kill
to-
him.
Kano, shut
J-
up.
I'm going to then, under the pretense of having the demon pet the wolf, playfully walk over to see if the demon will
rest
take
of
the
you
bait.
should roll initiative, because I rolled 3 different
Okay.
initiatives.
Yo, what the freak?
Roll charisma. Roll charisma real quick
Or-
to see if you.
Come on, please, pet the wolf, pet the wolf, pet the wolf!
I got
No,
13
he
on
does not pet the wolf!
Fuck.
I got a 2.
I got
Oh,
13 on
shit.
initiative.
So that Uck,
Yeah, heads or tails.
Yeah, they ain't gonna cut it. The wolf's gonna playfully run over. The demon's probably just gonna try to swipe at him.
alright,
Not cool, demon.
so
I call heads.
I guess I'm tails then.
alright, seems
Alrighty.
how you guys insist. Actually, you know what? I have a better idea. Hey Google, flip a coin.
Ooh, sexy.
It landed on tails.
Damn. What? What did Google say?
It said tails, so Cadnos is going
Darn.
first.
Ah!
I need to roll initiative, that's right.
No, you already rolled.
Can I roll persuasion check?
No, he
Real
didn't.
quick.
That was me for a performance check.
Oh,
So what are
I'm
we
stupid.
fight? So we're fighting the boss now, right?
This is my
So-
initiative. I got a 19.
Oh. Oh.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, the Haunter sounds badass for a demon name.
I don't
sounds
care.
like a Pokemon.
It is a Pokemon.
It's not a Pokemon. Makari, you're the
Haunter.
only one I do not have the initiative for.
I said 4.
Oh,
Oh.
Poor guy.
Honestly,
alright, Merlin, you are up first. How is the fight
Quick
going
question.
to begin?
Cool. Quick question. Can I get a basic layout of the room? How close the demon is to me? How close my allies are to me?
So, Cadnos is 20 feet away from you, and the Haunter is towering over him, and he is looking directly at you. And as for the room details, it's pretty much the same room as the second boss fight, minus the webs.
what was the second boss fight again? It was.
Also, I thought I ran up to the demon to have him try to pet me. Why is he towering over Cadnos?
Because he was
we
growling
threw-
at him.
Yeah, that would make sense. Okay.
And we threw him into the room earlier.
Oh yes, that's right. I forgot about that too. All right. Let me see what I could do here.
And I'm gonna roll intimidation real quick. That's a 15. So he just slowly gets up, and you start to feel uneasy as you hear slow breathing, as if you are hearing a phantom.
That's not terrifying in the slightest. Okay.
How are you not terrified by it? I rolled a 15.
I probably would be terrified.
Felt sarcasm.
And Cadnos also feels intimidated given the fact that he was being towered over.
All right.
Can I counter intimidate?
No.
It's not your turn. It's mine.
Dang.
So Merlin is just gonna be like, screw it, but in like wolf form, so he'll just kind of like bark towards the ground, and he'll unshift out of his wolf form. He'll pull out his quarterstaff, point it at this demon, and he'll shout Moonbeam. He is going to use Moonbeam at a third level. This is going to be a 5-foot radius, 40-foot tall cylinder right on top of this demon's head.
And also, if you get under a 15 on your D20 roll, it's not going to do anything.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say under?
Under 15.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Okay.
More you.
Oh, barely! That's a 16 to hit!
So you managed to get him in the process, but you don't do much damage.
Hold on. When a creature enters the spell area for the first time or on a turn, it starts on there. It is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause fear and pain. It must make a Constitution saving throw. Since I did hit it, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
2. Fucking hell, my rolls suck right
now. That is a fail, which means I need to now roll 3d10 for damage. My d10s, there they are. I missed it. There it is. My gosh.
I have a comic book that's based off of a video game.
Nice. Back in there. There we go. Oh, baby. That is going to be 15 radiant damage.
Okay, so the first roll is going to be a stealth check for the Haunter. That's a 17. So after it disappears, you don't know where it's going to go next. And as
I got it! Where the frick did it go?
And as you turn around, it just grabs you by the neck, only to lift you up because it is still thinking of how it is going to hurt you.
Son of a bitch.
That's a 16, so he just throws you across the room. And you also hit the ceiling, which I'm gonna roll 2 d12s. One is gonna be ceiling damage on the ceiling, and the other is going to be fall damage. Damn.
How much?
You lost 18 hit points.
Holy shit!
He tossed.
You took over 6 damage from when you hit the ceiling, and you took 12, and you lost 12 hit points from when you fell on the floor, which means that you now have broken bones.
I have 21 hit points. I am in Oh! Ow! Oh, son of a gun! Ow!
What would the condition be if you have broken?
If I had broken bones?
Yeah, I don't want to say it's grappled.
I don't think so. Let me see.
While you figure that out, it is Kanos' turn.
Well, that's like...
I will attack it with my fire spell. Firebolts. I got a dirty 20.
You manage to get them, and it screams in pain as you get a clear headshot.
I'm just gonna say prone. I'm prone.
Yeah, prone would make the most sense. And the haunter is not going to let you heal anybody while it is fighting you. But on the positive note, Kanos does get a clear headshot, which we can say that it's 12 hit, that it loses 12 hit points. Uck, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna spend this turn setting it up, praying that he doesn't die, most likely.
Roll a religion check.
What? No, I'm not. No, that's not an actual action. I'm not praying him.
I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
I'm just saying. Hopefully, I don't do this for nothing, like I did with the spider that one time. You know what? I am channeling divinity into my sacred weapon, which is pretty much I'm using the mimic sword, and I'm just making him bright and glowy. And I'm using my bonus action to oh wait, never mind. I can't. Yep, that's my only action. I'm channeling divinity into my weapon. So now I have a cool glowing sword.
That you do.
That will do extra undead damage.
So it is Grom's turn now, and he is going to aim for any body part that is a weak spot. That's a miss. So Grom tries to aim for the head, but it sees the bullet coming and catches it.
What? I mean, I knew Grom was a badass, but like, my god!
Makari, it is your turn.
I have a feeling I'm going to have to play the support character to the max here, so... I heard somebody got grievously injured, but...
Be me!
Did anybody else... Did anybody else get hurt?
For right now, just Merlin.
It's just me, and I took a lot of damage.
Yeah, he lost 18 hit points.
That is like...
almost half.
That's like a third of my HP.
Oh.
Okay, so with my action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on him. Can I cast it at 3rd level?
It's actually very close to half of my HP, actually. I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to rip a 3rd level Healing Word. And that's going to be... 64. Damn. Give me 1 second. This is going to take a minute to roll.
And also, Merlin is at prone because of his broken bones.
8.
My body is in pain.
12. 14. Oh my god. 16. 20. 4, 12. 4, 8, 12. 16. 20. 20. He gets back 23 hit points. From that one
And he is
healing
also
word.
no longer prone.
Thank you, Makari. I desperately needed that.
Yeah.
And
Perfect.
the
Yeah.
Haunter just looks at Makari and starts slowly creeping towards him. And then here comes Donut poking out of Merlin's pocket to shoot some webs
still
at
my
it.
turn. It's still my turn. I'm not done yet.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna hold that.
Healing
thought
Words
on that roll.
is a bonus action, correct?
Yes, I still have a bonus action. Which I'm going to use to cast Bardic Inspiration on Uck.
Let's go. That's what I was waiting for.
And then I'm going to move to the back lines with my movement. And then that is my turn.
Yeah, and as for what Donut did, he shoots a web at the web at the Haunter and pulls it towards Merlin so that Merlin can get some payback.
Donut, what are you doing? Donut, what are you doing? Actually, this works out perfectly. Send him here.
He just quickly pulls the web towards him in the process so that you're able to have a up close attack.
Alright.
It went quiet all of a sudden.
Bro.
That's not good.
And I put my balls in your jaws.
Yo, Jaws.
Can I? Okay, in all seriousness, what are you doing for your turn?
It's Merlin's turn, right?
No. Not yet.
You go after the Haunter.
So whose turn is it then? Because it was
It's
Jack's.
yours.
It was. Oh, it is mine. Oh, okay. Cool. I wasn't sure. All right, now I'm curious. All right, now I am curious. What's I gonna say? Oh yes. So, how close are my teammates to the in my vicinity? And how close is the demon to me now?
It is 5 feet away from you now, but given the fact that you're locked in on him, it's hard to tell, so I'm gonna hold that thought for now.
So I have no idea how close my allies are.
For the time being, yes.
I'm gonna risk it. I'm going for it.
What you gonna do?
I am going. So he's 5 feet away from me, correct?
Yep, and he is coming in close.
That's perfect. That's perfect, Donut. That's perfect. Now, time for payback. And you're gonna see electricity emerge in between my hands, and I'm gonna use Thunder Wave at a second level.
I think I also have to do a Constitution save, if I remember correctly.
Unleash a wave of thunderous energy. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you takes a Constitution saving throw.
10.
That will fail. You will now take 2d8 thunder damage. Give me 1 second to get my d8s. That is going to be 11 points of thunder damage.
That's a lot. And
It's
also...
only 11.
Oh, shit. Hang on. I dropped my dice by accident. Natural 20. And
For
it's going to
revenge?
target everybody. So roll a Constitution
everybody.
save.
Oh, shit. Oh, uh-oh. Let's save.
That is. You said everybody roll one?
Yes. That's a...
Dirty 20.
Wait,
no-
what?
I want to say that's a 9 for Grom. Because I
What
got
is
an
this
8
for?
on the dice.
This one landed
So
flat.
roll
Gotta
for
go through this.
Constitution.
Constitution saving throw.
That's a 4.
So what? So I have to roll Constitution too, right?
Yes.
Yes, everybody.
Fuck. That's 6.
I got a 16.
Oh no. Wait, what happened? I blanked out for a second.
I got a 16 on Constitution.
Alright, so... I'm gonna pull up a calculator real quick. Right, so... Kanos loses 6 hit points. But it only affects his temporary hit points, which is good for him. Same case for Uck, but both Merlin and Uck loses 13 hit points. I don't know about Makari. What did you roll for Constitution?
Oh, 13 hit points.
Dirty
That's
20.
Damn. Alright.
43 to just 30.
I rolled a
I'll
dirty
take
20.
back all those hit points.
Yep, so he pretty much causes a scream. He pretty much lets out a loud scream to where the rest of you are having your ears bleeding in the process. And it is causing you, and for those who failed, it is causing you to hallucinate. And the hallucinations can also damage your hit points. So you're going to want to be cautious on your next moves. Cadnos and Makari are the only two who are not hallucinating. Speaking of Cadnos, it is now his turn. What are you going to do?
I'm gonna attack him with. Can I do another fireball, or or am I not allowed to do that anymore?
You're also going to want to take your spell slots into consideration, but go for it.
All right. So firebolt. Roll it again.
Just to make sure,
Oh,
Makari was also hit with the hallucinations,
No.
or Zoc? It was Zoc, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Just
Up
making
and
sure.
Grom are hit with the hallucinations, and they can cause mental damage if you get attacked by them, which can still affect
yeah.
your hit points.
I got
Speaking of
10.
those, could you let me change them, please? It's kind of irritating when I go to damage myself and then I reload the page and I've taken twice the damage.
Wait. You're at 39.
I got 10.
You're supposed to be at 39.
I know. I am, but I usually damage myself, so when I reload the page, I took twice the damage and I had to heal it back.
That could be right. That's weird.
That's because I've been editing how many hit points you guys have when it comes to the current hit points and the temporary hit points.
Oh, you've been doing that yourself?
Yes.
You don't need to do that for me. I could do that myself. I'm a big boy.
You're a big boy.
I'm the biggest boy.
I'm a big strong man. I can do my own things.
I'm the biggest bird. Yeah, I'm the biggest bird.
I want a bath, motherfucker.
Yeah, so
I rolled a 10, by the way.
you miss.
Yeah, I know. I am a bad attendant.
Alright. So, Uck, without your hallucinating, roll a constitution save.
Okay. That's a 4.
You fail to snap out of it, which means you're going to have to fight the illusions.
Okay.
And the illusions is pretty much like a group of skinwalkers, but they're weaker than the real one that you fought.
That's it. Alrighty. I am. Wait, are skinwalkers technically classified as undead or like unholy?
I don't know for certain when it comes to D&D terms.
Shit, honestly. I would probably say fiend, honestly.
Fiend. Okay. Would that classify then?
I think so.
Alrighty. Anyways, great sword attack. Logistically, it's not hitting any of them, so I don't get any temp health back. Rolling to hit, that is a 12. Logistically, would that do anything?
After you defeat the illusions, you are no longer hallucinating, and you can tell which is real now.
Perfect.
And also, as a heads up, your sight is going to be a bit foggy for a few seconds after you're able to snap out of it. So you start to feel a little bit dizzy for 10 seconds in the in-game time. And as for Grom, he's going to rely on his blades, but in the process, He's gonna try his best to make sure to snap out at first roll is gonna be a Constitution save. That's a fail, and second one he's gonna fight. Also a fail. I haven't used this watermelon dice yet. Fucking hell. That's twice I dropped a dice in one night. Oh, never mind. There it is. Is that a... Okay, that's a 7. But that's not gonna do much, given the fact that his armor class is a 12. Makari, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm out of Bardic Inspiration, so I can't do that again. That one isn't very useful. That one's not very useful. Ooh, that one's useful, but only if I have another Bardic Inspiration, which I don't. Mm. Is this a physical creature, or is this like a spellcasting creature?
Both.
No, I can't cast this one because that would affect our party too. I'm gonna rip a 3rd level shatter.
And
Why not?
And I remember that's a Constitution save.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I'm gonna use one of my green dice because that's been pretty good.
2. Yep.
16.
Fuck. Okay. Well, that's 4d8. I have the half that, so 8 plus 3. That's 11. 12. And that's 15 plus 8. That's 23. Halved is 11. 11 or 12 damage, you choose. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to... Oh, hello.
I'm
That's
gonna say
interesting.
12 on how much
I'm
damage
going
it
to
takes.
I'm going to expend a spell slot and regain back a Bardic Inspiration, which does not take a turn, apparently. That's just something else I could do.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no action required, so then after that, I'm going to... yeah. I'm going to take out my 2 daggers, and let's get ready to rumble. We going hands. Except I don't exactly have a really good bonus action. I mean, unless if I can cast a spell on my bonus action, which I don't think I can. No, I can't. So I'm just going to move in to get a little bit closer. And that's my turn.
Alright, so what Donut is going to do is that he is going to give a love bite to Merlin. Merlin, you get 6 hit points back. And it is
Heck
also
yeah.
your turn.
Alright, so I need to roll a Constitution save because I am still feeling the effects of hallucinations. The 4.
You
I
failed
see
to snap
illusions all
out of
around
it.
me.
And you are fighting 3 illusional skinwalkers, but they are weaker than the real one that you fought before you stepped into this room.
I am then going to grab my Mimic Longsword, and I'm going to try to slash at them. Does a 12 hit?
Yes.
All right.
But given the fact that they are illusional, it does not steal hit points.
I know. That is going to do. That's going to do 8 slashing damage to these illusions.
Alright, so I'm gonna grab these 2 dices. I'm gonna grab the 2 d12s as a just in case. And also, something I didn't point out at the beginning, D&D Beyond has their logo and rainbow for Pride Month.
I know, I noticed that a couple of sessions ago, and I was just like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Mine doesn't for some reason.
Oh, yours is not gay? How unfortunate.
Yeah, like, most places stopped celebrating Pride Month because there were some people in the LGBTQ community that were being pieces of shit about it.
I mainly thought the reason why they stopped doing it is because of certain political events, but okay. Anyways, whose turn is it now? Is it the demon?
Yep.
Also,
Wait,
one
no,
more
it's
quick
your
question.
turn. I'm stupid.
I just did slash attack against the demon. Did I break for
Oh.
the illusion or no?
Almost. You just have one more, or if you get a good constitution save next turn. And it's
All
going
right.
to target Cadnos. And that's a 4. He pretty much tries to force grab you like Star Wars style. But on the positive note, it gives you an advantage to try to get him when he least expects it.
So I can attack him now.
As you're going towards him, yes. But
All right, I will
say save your magic and go for any weapon that you're efficient with.
Yeah, I was gonna go for unarmed strike.
If it fails, it's going to counterattack.
I got a 15. Does the 15 hit?
Yes. And after the hit, it does counterattack you.
Okay.
So, same case with the first turn from when it attacked Merlin. I'm gonna roll 2 d20s because there's 2 things that it's going to do.
Okay.
Alright, so first thing it does is that it drags you across the wall, which is 7 hit points lost, and then throws you across the room, and that is 9 hit points, and it also leaves a trail of blood in the process. But luckily, you do not have any broken bones.
My guy got hit by 16 damage.
Yep. And he's also paralyzed because of it.
Dang.
Uck, what are you going to do?
Perfect. Anyways, I'm gonna butcher this thing. I'm gonna quickly roll the hit to see if I hit it. 13.
A 13 does not hit. You need a 15.
Bardic Inspiration.
1d8.
1d8. 1 or 2? 1.
1.
Okay.
I'm not
That is a 15 to hit.
Okay, that's better.
Okay,
There we
anyways, I'm
go.
gonna roll for base damage. That is 6. Along with channeling divinity in my sacred weapon. As an action, you imbue your weapon with positive energy force. It's considered magically add +1 to attack rolls. Oh wait, so would that be 16 to hit?
Yes, but
Let's-
because of
So
the
yeah.
fact that at using anything that's light related will help you out, we could say that it's a dirty 20.
Oh, already. And the effect is part of your action, or, well, okay. Anyways, along with that, I am also using Divine Strike. Wait, let me find the, what's the details of that?
That roll is just for Grom, and that's a critical fail. For when it's his turn.
Oh no. Wait, what happened to Smite? Wait, where's the Smite one? Smite. Divine Smite special. Here we go. When you hit a melee weapon attack, you can expend 1 spell slot to deal 2d8 extra radiant damage to the target plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first. Max 5d8 and plus 1d8 against undead or fiends. Well, he technically classifies as a fiend. So 2d8 along with it. And I assume it's higher than the first. How am I wait? I had what? Makari, you're more insightful with this, right?
It was good.
I don't know. Okay, so logistically, if it says plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than the first, would that just mean? How would I know the spell level?
Okay, so this spell level...
Are you casting at a second level?
If you're cast a first level spell, you just do 1d8. A second level spell, you do 2d8.
Okay, and
A third level
the more
spell,
levels is
just one
more
more
spell
d8.
slots, right?
No.
No.
The higher.
Okay.
Okay,
No, it's just the more spell level that you do, the more damage it could put out.
So, like a first level spell, I could cast Dissonant Whispers, and it does 3d6. If I do it at second level, it does 4d6. If I do it at third level, it does 5d6. However, I only have 3 third level slots, 3 second level slots, but I have 4 first level spots.
Oh, perfect. Okay, wait. How do I see my level slots?
You just go to Spells tab.
That's under your spells tab, yeah.
Oh, spells tab. Okay, I have second level. Alright, I guess I can use it to the second level, which would be another 2d8. Which... Perfect. Okay, I'll roll 4d8s. And see... Oh, wait. Divine Smite first. And plus 1, another d8 against fiends. Oh, wait, this is undead, right? This is the phantom, right?
This is the demon.
It's a demon for correction, but yes.
It classifies undead as and fiend. So, okay. So, along with the 6 damage, with the other 5d8, that's in total, that's 28 damage.
Oh, dang, big number.
I'll add those to my temp slot real quick.
Yep. And also,
That's
Grom had a critical fail. So, okay, that ain't bad. That's just 1 hit point that he lost.
okay. So, I assume that big ol' attack just didn't really do much against it.
Oh no, you did a good amount.
What happened then?
This thing is just
has a quarter
beefy.
of its health left now.
It's
Oh,
beefy.
shit. A quarter of its health? Oh, wait.
Yeah, this thing probably had like 200 HP. Or 100.
So Grom sees that there's 2 other. Grom is still having trouble fighting the illusions, and that is a 7. That's not going to do much. And then he pretty much says, you know what, no risk, no reward. Okay, that's a bit better, but not by much. So he manages to get 1 illusion to be done for, but in the process, outside of the hallucinations, he somehow accidentally causes the Haunter to almost get shot.
You almost got the Haunter interested.
Yeah, he almost did outside of the hallucination. Makari, what are you doing?
Whose turn is it?
It's Makari's.
Oh, okay. Makari!
Wonderful. Let's do this. Load. 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 Holy crap. Load. Thank you.
Load!
Loaded diaper. Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna go in and it's not gonna like me at all. So I'm gonna go in with my mimic dagger, and this monster isn't gonna have a very fun time at all. Because one does a game start. Does a 16 hit?
You need a 15 to hit, so yes.
Okay, perfect. And then so it does originally 1d4 plus 3, which that will be 5 damage, but I'm expending a bardic inspiration slot and I'm casting Psychic Blades, which is when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, you can expend 1 use of your bardic inspiration to deal an extra 3d6 to that target. So I'm going to roll a d6, which is this one. So that's 9, 11, 13. 13 total damage, I think. Yes. On the Mimic Dagger. So that means I get 13 temporary hit points, right? Right?
You got all of your hit points back, but I cannot determine whether or not if you get temporary hit points.
Okay, so 6.
And on the
since I did-
positive note, the Haunter is almost dead.
Oh, we get to finish him off soon.
Okay, perfect. So, and then as a bonus action, Unless that was a bonus. No. As a bonus action, I'm going to do. Don't I have 2-weapon fighting? Wait. Oh, wait, hold on a minute.
2-weapon fighting would be useless at this point because of the stage it's in.
That's true. Alright, well then, what can I do for bonus actions? Anything fun, anything kooky, anything funny. Does anybody need healing?
I'm fine for now.
I think I
Just
do.
Grom. Wait, no. Grom and Cadnos are not at full health.
I'm also not at full health, but I don't need it at the moment.
Oh, cool. Everybody within a 60 feet area gets 2d4 plus 2. So that is 2d4.
Who was in that square?
3, 6, 8. So everybody within 60 feet of me regains 8 hit points. That is friendly to me. So boom, there you go. Did some good damage, regained my hit points, regained yo hit points, got some temporary hit points, reduced the enemy's hit points. I'd say it was a pretty damn good round. And that ends my turn.
Yep. I'm gonna skip Donut in this cycle, so it is Merlin's turn. How will you end the fight?
I
And
have a quick
if you
question.
and if you also roll a
Regarding the
nat
healing,
20, you get to choose how you want to kill the Haunter.
would I have? First of all, was I in the 60-foot square that got healed?
Yes. So you're at
Okay,
full
that was
health.
this one. Yippee!
Oh, and
And am I
also,
still paralyzed?
Cadnos is not paralyzed anymore.
Okay, cool. All right, well, let's see here. I've got one illusion left, and it's like very close to dying. I fuck. I don't want to do this. Hmm. Give me 1 second.
And also, I realized what time it is. Which we can
We're
end
going over, baby.
We can end the
We'll
session
end this.
after the fight is over. And after you guys get
All
out
right.
of the dungeon.
All right. So I'm actually going to use a bonus action first before I use my normal action. I'm going to use my Shinin Log cantrip on my quarterstaff, and I'm going to use it to bash the head in of the final illusion. That is a 19 to hit.
Yes.
That is going to be a 28 plus 2. No. My dice! That is going to be a 4 bludgeoning damage on this final illusion, which should finish that one off. Mr. DM, does that finish off the final illusion?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, and with that final illusion out of the way, Merlin is going to snap back to reality. He's going to look and see the demon that's in front of him. How far away is he from Merlin?
He's 10 feet away, and he is pretty much on the ground right now.
Is there anyone around him within a 15-foot radius?
Just Grom for the time being.
How close is he?
8 feet away.
I got it. We're good. We got this shit. We got this shit. This is a 5-foot radius. Fuck yes. We're using Moonbeam again, baby. Let's go. Come on, please hit. Wait, hold on. It's a Constitution saving throw. That's right. Yeah, we are going to be using Moonbeam at a. You know what? Fuck it. We're going to use Moonbeam at a 3rd level. Needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
$11.
That will fail. Oh boy! Alright, so this is going to do 3d10. Ooh, baby, this is going to be good. That's going to be 11 radiant damage.
It is screaming in... It screams in pain as it dies. And
Take
then...
this! Moonbeam!
And
Yeah,
then
get to
after
work, town boy.
the fight is over,
Oh my God.
you hear at least one voice of one of the ghosts saying one person must stay behind for the sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
The Haunter is dead, but it's not going down without one person to take with them.
We're taking volunteers.
Hey, revive
Yes.
the
Hey,
volunteer
God
and
knows.
do them again.
Oh wait.
No.
You know what? Can I roll persuasion?
Nope.
Can I roll a religion check?
And
I
Grom
figured
starts
Lisa
to...
too. No.
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 No, I'm
No.
casting a
I'm
spell right
running
now.
over to him to stop him.
I'm casting a spell
Yeah,
right
Grom
now.
is only thinking about it right now.
I'm casting a spell of protection from good and evil.
I'm just
Onto
gonna look
Grom.
at Grom and I'm gonna be like, no, don't you dare. And I'm gonna run over to him and I'm gonna try to persuade him not to do this.
Counter
That's
persuasion.
that's a 12.
Can I cast protection from good and evil onto
No,
Grom?
That's a
please
19.
don't kill. No.
You heard
Ye-
what they said. One person must stay behind so that the rest of you can get out.
Nope.
Don't
And
throw away your
I
life.
am rolling
We've
persuasion on
already
Grom.
had one of our friends sacrifice themselves. Don't be next, please.
hey, I rolled on persuasion. Let's see here. What's my bonus? Persuasion. Yeah, I rolled a 23.
How are we all going to get out if it wants one person to stay behind?
It wants, it's not going to get. Sometimes you must be disappointed.
Exactly.
That's gonna happen if we don't sacrifice at least one of us.
Disappointees nuts. I'm gonna jump in and stay here.
What?
You are not, and I'm going to grab Cadmus before he does anything.
And the rest of you guys managed to rush out from where the dungeon entrance was from when you first stepped into the second dungeon. But it is
Is Grom with
blocked by
us?
a magical barrier, and then it
Oh.
repeats. Oh,
Son of a gun. What this wall here? It's magic.
Can I'm casting Turn the Unholy. While my channel divinity is still active.
The heck is Turn the Unholy?
As an
Never
action,
heard
you can censure fiends and undead. Which fiend or undead can see or hear within 30 feet must take a wisdom saving throw. So we'll pretty much disorient them. On failure, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. So we're pretty
and
much
both the
disoriented.
manor and the dungeon is falling apart in the process.
Can I just stay here and die?
No, you're coming with us. Nobody is dying here.
Well, it's either one dies or we all die, so... I don't know.
He sees it. Kanos has a point.
Then let me stay.
Hell
I'm
no.
re-rolling.
I'm going to roll Persuasion.
And before you have a chance,
Oh,
Grom
I'm
just pushes
rolling for
all of you out of the dungeon before
Can I roll
Rommel
strength?
falls
I'm rolling
right
strength.
on him. And he's like, it's either my life or yours. And he just pushes you guys out of the way, and then after that, the rest of the falling dungeon and manor crushes him. With no way to get out.
From no. It
God.
should have been me.
It really should have.
I'm just going to fall that to the ground and just completely break down.
I'm gonna do the Yugi Moto thing where it's like, it should have been me, not him, me.
How many times
Why
will we see our friends die in front of us? Damn it!
Makari is dead silent. And for the first time, he's just staring at the entrance, not saying anything. Just arms slumped by his side. Barely can stand up. It's just
Looking
at the
distraught.
entrance.
And Donut just pokes out of Merlin's pocket, being like, what oh. And then Travis just rushes towards the rest of you guys. And
Where the
sees
fuck
that
were you, Travis?
I was just taking some errands, and then from when I heard a loud noise, I went to investigate. Where's Grom?
Damn it, Travis, you should have been with us. We could have saved him.
You see his arm in the ground right there. That's where Grom is.
We could have saved him. Where were you, Travis?
What the fuck?
Besides the obvious errands you
Whatever
were doing.
haunted this mansion, they took him with them.
We'll never
And
play
Travis
Pokemon
just starts to... And Travis just, like, gets weak on his knees and then just pretty much starts to slowly but surely break down out of emotion because Grom made a sacrifice, not just for you guys, for the new guild.
And we will continue it in his honor.
You're right. For now, we should put looking for a new leader on hold for now. Because I think I feel like that we should have a memorial for him first.
Yes, sir.
Berlin, Makari, are you two okay?
I'm gonna stand up and I'm immediately gonna start trying to dig for the rubble.
And then I
Can't have it.
then I
Burial
will roll
for the
persuasion.
body. The berry.
I roll persuasion.
To stop him
21.
from digging through the
Yeah,
rubble?
to comfort him and to convince him that there's nothing we can do now, and to get him off the rubble. Yeah, and I rolled a 20, and I got +1, so I got 21. So
Yep, so Kano stops Merlin from digging around the rubble, and he is convinced that there is nothing that we can do now.
Can I roll strength to
He's
punch
right.
the rubble in frustration?
Kanos is right. It would take forever to dig through this rubble, and plus,
Damn it.
the only thing that we can do now is to hold on to the rest of the guild in
continue
his
his
honor.
legacy. Continue his legacy. He will never be
knew this would
forgotten.
happen.
He was a dear leader.
And he wasn't
You're
just
saying
a
that like you
leader.
knew the guy.
He was a beacon
He was
of
a
hope
hero.
for those who were under illegal enslavement.
He was a hero. He was like a father to us all.
Not really.
Bitch, you
Well,
knew him
in a
fully.
leadership way, of course. Don't get me wrong. Don't be weird. Otherwise you're weird. You're weird.
You're the one who called him daddy earlier.
I was being funny. I was lighting up the mood.
Merlin,
It's in hell.
if you need a shoulder to lean on, I'm here for you.
Thank you, Travis.
And he just hugs Merlin in the process because he felt terrible for Merlin, and at the same time, he felt really bad for Makari, given the fact that Makari has known Grom for the longest time compared to the rest of you. And Merlin is also breaking down in tears as it happens.
Makari is just standing there in silence, still staring at the caved-in entrance.
All right.
His eyes flickering with many different negative emotions. Never staying on one enough, but he's going through it silently.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on.
Why the fuck are you playing bagpipes?
I'm going to hurt you. The bonk sword is back again. Stop it.
It was to honor him. I played the bagpipes. It was actually a funeral song. I was actually sharing the song.
First it was Ella, and
First
now
it was
Grom.
Daika. Ella.
Yeah,
I
first
didn't-
it was Dika.
I never knew Deka.
But you never knew Dika.
Well,
At
He
least not at the
was-
level to where I would
I
consider
never
him a
even knew
friend.
her. Jega, I
Whoa.
never even knew her.
He,
What?
for correction.
I knew that it was a joke.
what?
Makari.
Makari turns around and walks off silently. Just not believing any of this is real.
Your father.
No. It's the closest thing he has to a brother. He has known this man for 14 years. They
How are we going to be able to explain this to Nia and Singe?
got up to catching up, and now he pushed him out of the way and witnessed him die in front of his eyes. The closest thing he had to family. And now he lost a piece of it.
Suddenly, I barge into their homes and I'm like, Grom is dead.
That's the worst way to do it. What the hell's wrong with you?
What the fuck?
On the positive note, even though this may feel like that you don't deserve it, you guys are level 7.
Let's go! It's worth it!
Oh my god, Grom's dead, but oh yeah,
We leveled up, but at
Level
what cost?
Grom's dead.
Grom's dead.
Grom making a sacrifice. But the question is it a worthy sacrifice in your eyes?
We could have figured something out.
Yeah, I can, actually, kind of. You can use musical notes or words of power to disrupt mind-influencing effects.
Can we just leave one at a time and trick the magic system?
What? Can I roll religion and just pray for Grom's safe?
I don't actually think leveling up to level 6 actually does anything other than gives me more HP.
So where's religion check? Here it is.
You may roll a religion check if you want to.
17.
Oh, wait, never mind. That's actually pretty good, actually. I'll keep that in mind.
Can I play the bagpipes while he's praying to God?
No.
I could have used strength to hold up all the rubble above us, tricking the demon to think we all got crushed.
A bro couldn't even crush 40.
The Dawnflower mansion is destroyed.
Wait, why didn't you roll strength? That's the funny part. How could have Grom pushed all of us?
I rolled athletics.
Fine.
You all were pushed out at the same time.
Why didn't you roll for survival?
That wouldn't have done anything.
AK rolling.
Let's just head back to the base and hold a funeral for him.
I play bagpipes now?
I'd rather you
don't. If anything, it would be Makari playing it, since he's the bard.
Yeah.
Wow. We can't even give him a Scottish funeral. That's crazy.
We're doing the traditional type of uniform funeral. So.
Oh. I mean, bagpipes are pretty common in most countries.
So, after you guys head back to the base, the rest of the soldiers of the guild, including the new ones, are pretty much here to honor the sacrifice of Grom.
The guild leader.
And Travis pretty much does the rest of the talking. But he is curious for if the rest of you guys think that it is a worthy sacrifice. But he's just speaking for himself, but he doesn't want to say anything on your behalf because he is not 100% sure.
All four of us shout, "No, it was not a worthy sacrifice, you bloke."
Can I roll strength real quick? I want to sock Cadnos in the head.
Go for it.
Please, I'm a masochist.
Bro,
Oh,
stop being a mess.
I am
love
also.
tap. 9.
I'm
Dude, can you
also
stop
You
doing
being
pretty
mad
much
for
get
5
that.
seconds?
Did
You
you
pretty
fail
much
to
stop
sock
him
me in
from
the
being
head?
a
That's
degenerate.
crazy.
Yeah.
And I got a 15.
Thank you. The more hits, the better.
Shut up. Do I need to humble your ass again?
Someone's gonna have to
Yes,
pull Makari
please.
off. He is wildly throwing punches.
I'm rolling strength again to hold Makari back.
I will join
That is
in.
that's an 8. I fail.
Thankfully, I was able to stop him. I got a 19.
So, the rest of you, you managed to stop him.
I'm holding back
And
Macquarie.
then Travis tells you guys, this is a bad time to pick a fight.
You don't
Swabble up.
You don't fucking say, says the one who's poking jokes at a fucking funeral dedicated to the closest thing I have to family.
Don't worry.
It's called
You can
lighting
beat
up
him
the
up
mood at
after.
a bad time.
You can beat him up after. Just not now, please.
I'm trying to lighten up the mood for everybody. I know it's a sad moment.
Not helping.
Shut up,
But what?
Candos. Just
It's just
Makari is
not.
No, but here's the
help.
thing. Here's the thing. Here's the.
Makari is foaming at the mouth with acid.
You are dishonoring somebody who made a worthy sacrifice. Sorry.
Oh,
And he disappeared.
Yep.
oh no.
So, we are, to the rest of you, sorry you had to witness this go on. But the main purpose of to why we are here to honor to honor Grom Dorutan. He was a good leader to the rest of you before this guild started. And based on what I know, there is some sort of demon that was haunting the Dawnflower Manor. And both the manor and its dungeon was falling apart. And he took into consideration how the rest of us would feel. And right now, we are without a leader. So for now, I say that the quests are open to anyone, but we will be put on hold and as to searching for a new leader until we have somebody who would be willing to step up. And some of us are experienced, but not by teamwork. And some of us do have issues with the teams that we do make. And as for Umakari, Grom was one of the people who he considered family. And that piece of him is gone. But he's not the only one who's affected by this. We all are. But I do think that we have a good chance to stand up against any threat that the world may throw at us. Do any of you want to say anything?
My throat hurts like shit. I can't talk much longer.
Don't worry, we're almost done, bud.
Merlin, Uck, what about one of you?
at such a time. I barely knew the man. All I can say is I wish I could have sparred with him longer. Truly understand him, what made him tick. Well, truly became a good friend to him. Felt like we got off on a strong start. Meeting him in that tavern with Merlin. Watching him get beaten every single time by Merlin. Somehow. But in those short good times we've had together, I really felt a strong friendship with him. And I'm not saying his sacrifice was meaningless, but I this is my grievance speaking. Oh, we lost B.
Yeah.
This is my grievance speaking, but I really
Never mind, he's back.
think.
My connection dipped.
Oh no.
I'm good. I'm good. We're good.
Yo.
I kind of missed the last half of the speech you were given.
That was like the middle, maybe. I don't know.
Oh,
It really doesn't. It's a rambling. Really. Anyways. Where was I? Really, think we could have done something to prevent this, and that's my fault. And not saying our teams, but we as a team. If we only acted faster, thought smarter, and were able to persuade him into not committing this, we all could have made it out of there. But then again, maybe we could have lost more of us if he didn't make that split-second decision.
Merlin,
Ak walks off.
if you have anything
Emotional.
to say to the rest of the guild, now is the time.
Merlin's gonna walk up to the stage and begin. Grom was a good friend. He was a great traveling companion. Saved my back more times than I could count within these past few weeks. I really can't add much more other than what Hawk said, but he was a good friend. I had offered to stay behind instead, but he wouldn't have any of it. It sucks seeing another one of your friends die in front of you, but we'll have to live on in his memory in honor of him. And for that, I'm grateful to have met him. An absolutely amazing person. I have no idea what's going on in Makari's head right now, but I can only imagine that he is just distraught and lost inside. I hope that he finds his way back to the light soon.
Same
And
here.
that is all I have. And I'm going to walk off, very clearly crying.
Makari, do you have anything you want to say to the rest of the guild? There's no pressure if
Makari-
you don't want to.
Makari walks up. He clears his throat. He wasn't a very complicated man. He often preferred the simpler things, and we made a deal when we were together as slaves, and as shitty as this was, I owe him a beer, and I owe the rest of you one too, because we made a deal that whoever dies first has to buy a round for the entire friends and family group. So, 3 rounds on me tonight, and after that, I don't know, hopefully I don't end up in a pig pen piss drunk. But he was the closest thing to a brother I had. Zinch, I can't even find him, and Nia, I hope she's taking this well, at least better than I am. Now, if you excuse me, I have a couple barrels of alcohol I need to empty for you guys. So, let's get the party started now, why don't we? Then he walks off, just silently sobbing.
To the rest of you who are drinking, all that I ask is that you do it responsibly. And that is going to be the end of session 12.
Oh my god.
That's tugging on the heartstring.
Dude. This hurt more than Ella, man.
We don't mention
I didn't
the shoe
I didn't
on
think that was possible. Dude.
I thought we could have like stopped it, but it happened too fast.
Damn it. I'm really upset. Rom was fun.
Oh yeah, what was the religion check outcome? It was a 17. Just wondering real quick. Crazy.
I heard you. It's just, I just haven't fully figured it out yet.
Oh,
So,
okay. Hold on a second.
Hold on. Wait a
Hold
minute.
on.
Let him cook.
There's still that portal that Andrew Dawnflower came out of. Rescue Grom arc? Question mark.
Yo.
Hold on a second. We kill Vecna and use a grand wish spell to bring Grom back.
I will neither confirm nor deny if it's going to happen.
Oh.
Alright, well, we'll keep that in the back of our minds just in case. You never know.
Yep.
No wonder. Honestly,
I
feel like we could have
I'm not gonna
stopped it.
lie, I do agree with B. Grom's death hits harder than Ella's.
Why do you have to keep killing off the fun characters, man? What the hell?
Ella was fun for you when you're bed.
Yeah. Which is why I said Grom death hit harder. Because he was fun for everyone. Ella was my girl.
Yep.
Crazy statement.
I ain't wrong, though.
You ain't wrong, though, yeah.
It's always the emotional deaths that hit harder.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, I had a pretty...
Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys go, so see you around.
Alrighty.
And also, B, see you Tuesday, or... Yeah, see you Tuesday for episode 17 at the podcast.
Alright, I will see you then. Adios, my friends.
See you guys later.
Adios.
I'm not gonna lie, that is probably so far the most emotional ending we've had for a D&D session when it comes to this D&D campaign. Alright. See you all in the raid. And thank you for tuning in.